I'm so sad I didn't get any of that in
There he
recording.
is. That's my favorite
Okay,
rifle.
I started stream. Fuck, I'm sorry. Then you need to do a... Oh, I thought I was unmuted. Then you need to do a, recap of 64 when we do 65 today.
Yeah, I'll do that because there's a thing missing.
Uh,
I'll have to think
it's
a little bit harder on that one because
a
it's been
big
so
thing.
long.
Oh, you just have to tell the stream how there was a walk and a massive vampire orgy. And also, I guess why we have Vinny's new friend? Significant friend.
Fiance.
Friend.
Are you
so Vinny, are
already
you ready to
hinting
get? Are
at
you
your
ready to get?
fiance?
I don't
Vinny,
think I've
are you
met
ready?
them. I don't remember meeting them. All I remember was being upset by the stupid tiny 3-foot
No,
fairy.
no, Vinny. Wayne's referring to Ralphie.
Ah,
Vinny, are you
Ralphie.
ready to get?
I love
Vinny,
Ralphie.
Vinny, are you ready to get married squared?
Yeah, significant
I'm
friend.
ready for Ralphie.
Listen.
Ralphie's
If
ready
we
for you.
the best way we put an envelope on this whole situation is we get back to town and
Listen, I have the ceremony spell.
we get back to town and in the 3 months Pim has successfully parent trapped Big Mama and Finyor and
Oh, it's gonna
they're
take a
also
lot
getting
longer.
married.
It's gonna take a lot longer than 3 months.
So, Van, what needs to happen from now on? Ralphie starts getting character levels, and he needs to become a warlock so he can go Pact of the Circlet.
Freaking Ralphie gaining character levels is so funny to me.
You guys are a little
He's
strange.
the boy.
I
Yes,
love
next
my
question.
boy.
Are we waiting on Deals in Austin and then?
No, just waiting on intro.
Okay,
just waiting on intro.
I will roll that.
So whenever
then.
that. The kingdoms of Odysseum have been striving to gain power over one another for centuries. There have been wars, treaties, despair for some, and prosperity for many. With the lands of Odysseum almost entirely claimed, it seemed another war was on the horizon. That was until a Belle Terre ship, once thought to have been lost, returned to port. Its captain and crew, alive and well, gave news that a storm had blown them off course and that they had discovered a new land. The captain would go on to assure that this land was no mere island, but a massive continent. He said they had sailed its coast for 2 weeks before having to stop in fear of running out of rations. They used the stars to sail home. The journey, a mere 3 months. This news spread like wildfire across Odysseum. Every kingdom and guild now had their minds set on this new land that the king and queen of Belle Terre had dubbed Avaralos, a word meaning new beginning in their language. A deal was made between Diamánti and Belle Terre. Diamánti, being landlocked, had no chance of reaching this new land, and Belle Terre, a longtime ally of theirs, agreed to a joint expedition funded by Diamánti to launch from the port of Belle Terre. Now, as ships set off, the world enters a new era, an era of exploration and adventure, an era of colonization and manifest destiny, the era of discovery. Yet I leave you with this warning. Not all who travel to Avaralos will live to tell their tale. The dangers that will befall you there are countless, and its mysteries abundant. They will tell you to leave no stone unturned, but maybe there are stones no mortal is meant to touch. Maybe this land is not yours to trample about. Maybe this land was forgotten
Intro,
You just forget to roll the
intro's
intro?
ready. No, I did. I just didn't know while we were talking, and I'm just distracted. We're here now. If you
Oh.
want to do the review.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
same
here
here
now.
though. Oliver's luckily in bed today.
Good. My hotkey actually loaded up the right roll20 this time, and not one of the 3 others I'm in. Okay. Why my phone just restarted, I will never know. Alright. So, we had a bit of an oopsie, and there's a missing episode. It did not get downloaded in time, so it no longer exists.
Thank you, Twitch,
It
for
would have been,
changing
what,
your shit.
64?
Yeah, it was 64.
Yeah.
Thank you, Twitch, for changing it to 2 weeks instead of a month. You're a bitch. Anyway. YouTube is...
It was 1 week, by the way.
It was 1 week? Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a week.
Awesome.
Uh,
Awesome. Well, objectively, YouTube's making worse decisions.
So in that session, what occurred was the end of the Tiger Lily fight. Ralphie lived after being knocked down. I think he got knocked down that session fully.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did.
I healed him.
Yeah, he got knocked down, and Ophelia went very angry mode and felt a
was
lot of
upset.
confusing emotions. They went back to town, and they actually invited Ralphie to travel with them. Ralphie agreed, packed his things, sold his house back to the conclave that he was a part of. Niren and Husker went and stooped around his house, and the only thing of note that they discovered was the fact that it seems his room could be locked from the outside from the inside, in a way. He had some kind of strange locking mechanism that would make it to where he could not get out of his own room. And the room itself was in shambles. As they were leaving, they met back up with I want to call her Symbol, but her name is not Symbol.
Sindel.
Sindel. It's like, why would I want to say Symbol? Sindel.
Literally me, every NPC I have.
Who had seemingly decided not to wipe her memory and gave some goodbyes and some good wishes to the group. The group carried on back to... I should also say that the group has... Some members of the group are suspecting Ralphie of lycanthropy? Which, okay. You do you guys.
What else would there be?
And Ralphie will do Ophelia.
They journeyed back to the vampire court, where they finished their deal, met the son of the two vampire count and countess, and proceeded to play a very, very adult version of hide and seek.
I kept score.
I played.
How do you score points?
Was Ophelia or not Ophelia?
Don't ask
Velia walking around
don't ask
in a
questions you
bikini?
don't want answers to.
No. Was Velia walking around like in a bikini, holding up a sign that said like round
Fucking
1 and
sign.
stuff?
Round 1.
She doesn't have that stuff.
I'm out of round cards. They don't carry them in triple digits.
Where did my ring
We've
of
been at this for 3 hours.
Where did my ring of seeming go? Who took my ring of seeming? Oh God.
3
ring of
hours,
semen.
them rookie numbers. Them fucking
Why is it on his
rookie
cock?
numbers, 3 hours.
Also, I have a horse.
Oh yes, a
Indeed,
horse
you do
was
have a
named
horse.
with a lot of magical power. It is a horse named what? Carfax? Shadowfax?
Carfax.
Yeah,
That'll be the
you-
next.
not-
Don't.
Yep, it's
All right,
Carfax
it's
now.
canon now. It's canon now. The thing that has to be consistent between Corwin's animals is everything has to have fax at the end of its name.
We have Shadowfax. We're going to have Carfax.
Van, I'm
Listen,
pouring 14
guys,
mana
What
points
other
into
Guys,
faxes do
carriage.
we have?
listen, before you buy a cart, always ask for the cart facts. I cover all your bases. And
You
the
deserve
following
all.
morning, the group piled into a set of traveling carriages with little cots in them. I believe there is a couple's carriage and a non-couple's carriage in the carriage that carries the Count and Countess.
Hey yo, Vinny, we bunkin'?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
This is where we get to traumatize
now I'm
Ralphie
gonna
for 3
put us
weeks.
on this map.
This is where
So yes,
Ophelia-
and it's
oh,
three
map!
three
the
weeks
doodles
of
are
travel.
still here.
The doodles are stuck here.
God, I
Um,
forgot
Van
about Teeth
realizes how
Frog.
easily we can derail a session. Look at the doodles on the map.
Look at Frog. Frog with teeth. Look at him. Look at him.
Rats.
Right.
Every day the carriages will stop to let the group out for an hour or so. More if they really request, but they have places to be. What are you confused about, Waverly?
My McDonald's now sells potato scallops with chicken salt.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
So on that note,
So on that
I'm
note,
trying to order lunch. It's almost 11 a.m. I need food.
I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight.
Sorry, Van.
By all means, what are you guys doing on your 3-week trip?
So,
Are we
Ophelia's
Are we
doing
taking
Ralphie.
breaks? What? Where
Ev-
are we?
e- Every day, the carriages stop for about an hour, but you can get them to stop for longer if you ask, but they will remind you we have places to be.
Why do we need to
Okay.
stop? Question mark.
Some people have ladders
Wayne,
on
have
board
you-
here.
Have you ever ridden in a car for 3 weeks straight without stopping, Wayne?
Man, I'm a skeleton.
I know you're a skeleton,
Right.
but
People
you're also
will
locked in
still
a
go
box with your
stir
friends.
crazy.
Yeah, Randor can just
I'd like
sentinel
to
and kind of
remind
like be
you,
to himself. I don't see the problem.
The images that Pem saw from being in an igloo for 2 days. People in a carriage for 3 weeks. It's gonna hit diffy. I have also decided.
If you could ask that question during your downtime, and I can give you the answer on a later date.
that's fine.
I would say you would have to ask about not all the instruments, but one instrument in particular.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're thinking of the same one.
Possibly. Right. So, Volta, is there anything in particular you want to accomplish on your 3 weeks?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Well, you're just
We can train
on
with the
to-
Count and
I'm
Countess.
also like half the shit probably is more we need the others around for.
okay. So just
Well,
note 33
especially-
days of
more
downtime.
Well,
training with Countess.
yeah, Waverly specifically, if Waverly wants to do coupley things, Austin has to be here. Because Volta and
That's
Nala.
awesome. Well, when Austin gets back in here, the opportunity will arise again.
I mean, Vinny, the thing I was gonna ask you about Van's already said no. So
Oh, you were gonna ask me a
Vinny,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny, what is Ophelia doing with her 3 weeks of downtime?
I mean,
Ralphie.
let me double check something. Give me 1 second, because I can't remember if I have something in her inventory or not.
Oh, I left the thing out of the recap. We saw at the end of this 3 weeks the arrival of the head of the fairy court to Frey's castle, and we had a bit of an interaction with him there, where Frey did not like him at all.
What's really fun is Ophelia has calligrapher's tools, so I'd probably just use some
Mhm.
of her. She'd probably use some of her sets to write down notes of anything interesting that she'd want to tell her mom.
Emotions.
So, emotions, probably keep an emotion diary, which is really fun to say. Like how someone keeps track of their food, she keeps track of her emotions. Like, today I felt this emotion at this period in time.
It made
I
me
can't
feel
wait to see the
I
progression.
felt violence.
I can't
I
wait
felt
for the
I
progression.
experienced
In a few
violence.
months, she lets someone flip through and just like in the middle it says horny.
No.
See, no, Vinny has to learn what that feels like before Ophelia can learn what that feels like.
I know from what people have told me what it's supposed to feel like.
Oh god, that's beautiful.
That's all I can
That's-
tell you. Like, I've just
She
been
can
told.
ask him.
Vinny, I'm
Listen,
gonna
there
be real,
there
I
is a
forgot we spoke about
there
that.
is a non-singular number of whores around that she can ask. It's fine.
It looks at Volta. What
Non-singular.
is it like to have sex?
Oh my
That
god.
is not
What
something
is-
I'm gonna sit here and talk to you about right now, Ophelia.
Anyway.
That is, we have to speak
It's
Ask
about
that's
Ralph.
that's
Go
that's
ask
a
No, no.
worse explanation.
No,
Mother.
because they're sharing the same cart. Ralphie will immediately turn red. Go, huh?
What?
Just ask Ralphie, it's fine.
Ophelia, don't traumatize the poor child. Yeah.
Corwin's actively flying by.
Traumatize
the
Just
child
ask the
once
child.
we
Just
brought
ask
him.
Ralphie.
Traumatize the
My-
child once we've
Yeah.
pulled him far
My-
away enough from home that he won't want to go back.
My young boy, it's about this thing called foreplay.
See,
Oh my
Volta,
god.
Volta and Corwin need to get like sending stones with notes on them that say "call for dramatic effect."
Call for. I see.
But yeah,
Alright.
Bippy.
there's not much else Ophelia would be doing.
Good lady.
Nimba,
Hmm?
what are you doing with 3 weeks of downtime?
That is a good question. I feel like for the most part, Velia is more like in a state of like mental preparation, because this is not her kind of thing, and she's having to play nice against to people who potentially have one of her mentors currently held captive, so not in the best state. Otherwise, she is just like keeping up with their training during like the hour that that were let out. She would make sure that her weaponry and everything is properly cleaned and all of that. Make sure that nothing is like out of place. She isn't really wanting to do a whole lot through everything.
Alright. Austin, what we're doing right now is discussing the 3 weeks of downtime. Most of it spent in a carriage, but every day for an hour or so, the group is let out to stretch their legs, go to the bathroom, stuff like that. And more time
Yes,
can be
possibly
asked
should.
for, but they'll remind you that they have places to be. So is Nala doing anything, or doing anyone, I should also add,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Waverly, are you
Wow.
okay?
I sat down and put my hip out of its socket.
Ow.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Oh,
Do you
I
need
see.
help? Is Paige there to help you?
She's at work.
Are you gonna be okay?
I can't feel the leg. The
Ah.
leg's gone numb.
Ooh.
So I'm sort of just waiting until I can move it enough that I can try and stand up and force it back in.
I love that and hate
Mm.
that. That's awful. That's not good.
I don't know where the pain relief is either.
That's not good. You should have a medicine cabinet.
You should keep
I have
Tylenol
medicine
or
boxes
you should
scattered,
keep
but
medicine on your desk.
I guess during downtime,
Allergy medicine.
Nala's not only like, I guess the quote unquote worst thing happened already, and that his wife got turned to vampire with, in his mind, very little consent, because he knows she was manipulated at least one point. So he
Still
spends,
charmed.
yeah. So he spends time with her, constantly making sure that she's not like devolving or anything, because he doesn't know anything about vampirism itself. So he's just like, I guess it's morbid curiosity, not just curiosity, but like he's wanting to make sure that she like he's got tales of like, I guess, vampirism. That's the thing, right? And because like there was the whole debacle about someone having vampire or the moon stuff from the beginning of the campaign, right?
Yeah.
So to his knowledge, he only has a very working knowledge of like vampirism, stuff like that, or and lycanthropy. So he's just kind of treating it like, is she gonna the wolf out? He hasn't seen her do that yet, but at the same time, his wife has always been known to just.
The closest you've seen is she's grown claws or grown spiky teeth, and her hair's turned black during fights recently. So you would have seen something similar to that.
So I guess he spends time with her, trying to make sure that she's all right.
Not going to lose themselves, kind of thing. I'm going to guess.
Yeah, he's still
you
concerned about
okay,
all of
Vinny?
it.
Don't worry about me. Ignore me.
And I guess he would also try to take some time to, like, kind of using the sword as a focus, since it's kind of like been his past selves that have at least interacted with it. To tap into his memory of that, of how he's using the blood curse stuff, his blood hunter things. Kind of just trying to, because he's only had the one memory of being able to use it, and that's when he realized he could. So he's kind of just trying to dredge up more memories. He would see if they're, as much as he dislikes it, he thinks he would probably he would ask Volta to see if the vampires are able to unlock memories, because that's what it's felt like to him, is that he only gets bits and pieces at a time. And he wants to know if they can induce him to remember more.
I'd ask them.
So you would knock on the side carriage door, and what I could describe is kind of like the window being hand rolled down, and then the front nude half of the countess just sticking herself out the window. You're like, "May I help you, dear?"
Have questions for you when you're not busy.
"Oh dear, I'm going to be busy for this whole trip, but don't worry, I can multitask."
Do you have the?
Sorry.
I saw Vinny start laughing. That's what it is.
Ignore me. Don't look at me.
I'm staring intensely.
Don't look.
Are you able to unlock memories? Memories that that someone would have had but can't remember.
You'll watch her do a small lip bite. I can make blood flow from different places to others, but I don't know if it will drum up any more memories. Those aren't really stored within the blood.
I think a few of us can make blood move to different areas of the body, but
She'll reach out and she'll grab your face with a slightly damp hand and go, "I know you can, dear. Little minx you are."
What was that last bit? All I heard was the Discord join sound.
Little minx you are.
Ah. Yes, I've built up a bit of a reputation where I'm from. But regardless,
View.
I just wanted to know if you have the ability to unlock memory. Maybe for something that we can do on this.
I can alter memories if you want me to make you forget something or remember something that didn't happen. At this moment, the carriage starts to rock a little bit more, and she's now like being slightly pushed further out the window.
I'll keep that in mind. Is that something we can learn? Because that could be very useful.
I believe you could. Hold on. What time?
What?
I believe you
In
could
time.
in time.
In time.
I'm not going to describe it in words, Waverly, but I sent you basically what you're seeing. It's just a constant back and forth.
What?
It's Waverly, I will say it is mesmerizing.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
that usually
Why?
is.
No,
Wait, could you please forward it my way so I can also be mesmerized?
I
no,
don't.
see, Lexi, you're missing half the scene. Volta went and knocked on the door to the Count and Countess's carriage. The window rolled down. The Countess stuck her front unclothed half out of the carriage.
Ah, I see. They're
to
mesmerizing.
speak with Waverly.
Got it.
And the carriage started. She says, "No, I can multitask while I talk to you." And the carriage continued to rock, and many things are moving in the wind and colliding together.
Why is it ever since we got to these vampires that all they seem to do is fuck?
Because why not?
I mean, if you're hot and live forever, that's kind of what you do.
God damn it.
Not to
I'm gonna
mention,
be
you
real.
gave someone, a bouquet of flowers that is just really a very powerful aphrodisiac.
Oh my god, that little Volta is so fucking cute.
Ace potions, anyways.
Vinny has gotten very good at drawing it, just sporadically.
Who's over here?
It's Ophelia.
Ophelia.
I
That's
thought
what
she
you
had
had
one
someone
bun,
else.
And then
not
Kai.
these buns.
She's got 4
Kai.
buns.
4?
Kai with teeth.
Well,
Yeah, she's
thank you
got 2
for
Kai
buns
with
up
teeth.
here and then 2 buns back here.
Goodness.
Well,
I love it.
Thank you for the information. I'm
Oh,
sure
you-
we can discuss it more at the next stop.
Would you like to join us?
Oh, are we on a break? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Are we on a break? Is that what's going on? Are we like?
Oh, this is the 3-week travel to get to the
Yeah.
prior.
Every day, the caravan stops for about an hour for you guys to get
This
out.
is the 3-week travel. This is the quest for to stop the fray bussy.
If Niran only gets an hour.
I'm not seeing shit. She'll nod. She'll join.
If
Oh,
Niran
you-
only gets
She,
an hour,
she was having
fly
like a
in
quick glance to
circles.
see who was looking around, and then she'll go.
You get one hand on your shoulder, and then with vampire strength, you are pulled in, and the window just quickly rolls up. And I love imagining carriages with hand crank windows.
Nala also knocks on the door.
Door opens.
Nala.
Goes in. He means that literally and figuratively.
Yeah, going in hard. All right.
Never say going in hard again in my ear like that, please.
Going in hard.
Why?
I food showed up, I just wanted to get out of the
So
conversation quickly so I could answer the door.
Nala
That's-
joined the. Nala also knocked on
I-
the door and went in.
I
Volta.
heard.
Okay.
Van, one by
Alright.
one, like throughout the day,
Yeah.
Husker would go over to teammate and say, "Hey, after we get your friend, why don't we go here next?" And he'd gesture to the book with the what's that lake? I got it in my note.
Most of the people within the party wouldn't even know where that is. That's the tough part.
Hey, does Nala?
No. Nala, you don't know how to navigate the Feywild. You only have a few fleeting memories of here.
If no one knew
Would
where it was, I
Niran-
would ask the count himself.
All right. He'll be a bit disposed. We'll get to we'll figure that out in a few.
Okay.
Because you're looking for what is it, the Lake of Dreams? I think it's called.
I think that's called that's guarded by the green dragon, and it has the wish granting
Yes.
fae.
All right. I will say there are a few days every week where the caravan does stop at a location that does have like a large watering hole, whether it be a pond or a lake.
Bird bath.
So Niran washes himself. Yeah, I would assume most of you would take a time to at least bathe once a week. You
Yeah.
filthy adventurers.
Yeah, I feel
How long were we in the
I have
carriage
nothing else
for?
to say.
I mean, I gotta keep my hair nice.
Randor has to make sure that his new pearly
Julia
black
has
bones
to
stay
wash
nice and
her hair
pearly and
out.
black.
She's got so much hair.
Speaking of which, am I just charred? I'm charred black now, right? Or am I? Is it finally coming
the
off?
char is the char is starting to fade.
Okay. So I'm
Oh,
just
wait,
a
wait, I
nice
need to
gray
draw-
now.
I need to draw Niran with his lightning bolt scars.
Mm. So
wait,
I
no,
imagine
sorry.
I imagine the
Ophelia?
moment the doors open and it's near a watering hole, Nala is the first one out and darting
Oh
toward
no,
it.
no, yeah, no. Nala smells the water in the air, and is like his grumpy attitude seems to fade away.
Yes!
Volta, I would assume probably notices it first. He goes from like kind of just like this meh and just gruff person to suddenly like his head is like peeking out like windows. He's kind of like leaning forward.
It's the fish.
He
He's
leaves
much
his
more
wife
vibrant.
halfway
No.
to go jump in the
I-
water.
Yeah,
Seeing
that's what
Nala
would
like
happen.
this,
It would be like, can you smell it? Blair?
Husker?
Can you smell the ocean?
So what I'd like
Oscar
to
would
imagine
want
is
to be the first one to like.
Nala would beat you.
There's
There's
no
going to
rules
try it
for
out
a race because the whole
This
thing
is
is
Nala.
I want to get him running, and then I just
Mhm.
want to roll to trip him.
Okay, no, that can happen.
That's a way you can perish.
No,
just-
no, it's just Nala
What the
gets tripped
fuck?
and he just launches headfirst into the water and is immediately okay with it.
Randor just will
I
look
just-
down at Nala, just
It
be
goes
like,
from just like a
I can't believe you fell for that.
it goes from like a bad trip into just a front roll to springboard dive into the water. He comes out of the water shaking his non-existent hair.
I'm also imagining Volta being left
He
halfway
adapted.
and just watching her husband, or not her husband, her fiance, just dart off into the water with a blank expression on her face, only for the Countess to come up from behind and like wrap her arms around her.
Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hello?
We might as well.
Niran
finish
would try
what
to
we
find a
started.
secluded place because he's
Mhm.
not gonna. He was already naked in front of their son. He's not gonna be naked in front of them. So he's just gonna like. He's just gonna like tuck himself back behind somewhere. Like, okay,
So
quick bird bath.
to say this,
Did you like that one,
Niran,
Vinny?
I have thoughts, but I don't want to say them.
during the times it's nighttime when you guys reach a watering hole, the Countess is nowhere near as thoughtful about not showing off anything to anyone, and will just leave the carriage
Mirren's jaw just
in her
drops as he
natural state.
watches her walk past.
I won't lie. Ophelia probably wouldn't give a shit about being naked in front of people either, which is really funny.
Because Ralphie?
No, not even because of Ralphie. Like, she worked in the morgue. She dealt with
Mhm.
dead, naked people all
body-
the time. Naked bodies
So-
don't bother her.
So
I don't
I
think
will
Mirren
say,
would be able to resist trying to play with your hair.
That's
I will
fine.
say, the only other person that seems to be as excited about the water near as much as Nala is Ralphie, who is right behind him as each time they bolt for the water.
I know
And
he's-
Ralphie immediately goes for a deep swim.
Fuck.
Is Ralphie
So
a
it's-
fish boy?
Is he
He's
not?
a werefish.
He's a werefish!
Oh my god.
The eyeball!
Oh my god.
Man's having a stroke.
It will be my greatest capture
Werefish.
yet.
Listen, I don't think he's a werewolf, but damn it, the joke was in front of me.
Fucking him dead.
I'm perishing right now.
I think it was the
Nimba.
excitement at which Vinny
Dead.
goes, "Werefish."
And in regards to Ophelia not caring about being dressed in front of others or not, Ralphie would like dive in for a swim. He would pop up to say something to Ophelia, immediately turn red, and then not
And
leave
it
the
sink
water.
back down.
Yeah, he won't leave the water until Ophelia isn't looking.
Ophelia
he-
would
No,
just
for
get in
people it
the
was like,
water,
"Ah,
blank face.
I know what has happened. And he kind of just comes around, puts an arm, like slaps the guy on his back and goes, "It's all right, son. It happens to the best of us. Just be proud about it."
Is that a
There's
log?
nothing weird about it.
Is that a log touching the back of my leg? Please
no.
tell me that's a log touching the back of my leg.
Nala
No.
carries Ralphie over to sit in front of Volta and Corwin, who is sitting with like glasses on the end of his nose. So we're talking about your ED today, okay?
Oh my god.
Niran will come over and pat Ophelia between her shoulder blades, like, there. He enjoyed it a
Van-
lot. He didn't hide
Van
because
gave me a loaded gun in Ralphie and
Billy
Ophelia.
would look
and
at you
damn it,
blank
I'm,
face like, I
I'm
don't
no
understand.
Russianing this bitch.
he appreciates
E-
your body, Ophelia. He thinks it
Eve-
looks appealing to the eye, almost like art.
Eve, we are
Ophelia
this
looks at
close to that
herself
last episode of
confused.
Critical Role.
That
We're
close.
right here. We're right here.
3
Taking
steps.
Hey,
in a-
listen, I've already taken the loaded gun and gone no Russian. I can keep going.
You've also given us hot vampires. That's also
Yeah.
on you.
Oy vey.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's my
alright.
secondary magazine.
One
I'm
of the
not
times
dead.
that
I'm not dead yet.
That's the stendo.
Would Niran be able to see Ralphie coming up to talk to Ophelia? Like, I assume he does it quite often and gets surprised by Ophelia's naked body quite often.
Every time. I feel
Mm.
like he gets surprised every time.
One of the
Oh,
times, if
also-
Niran can see him, he's gonna swap places as he's coming out of the water with Ophelia.
Damn.
Also, Volta, in the moments that you're not with the Countess or so, and you're just like chilling in the pond, you do occasionally. There's no one around you, and you feel a tug on your piercings as from across the pond. She's using telekinesis to just.
That's really funny.
You know, sometimes vampires,
Which
they're
also,
yeah.
which also, Ralphie doesn't know about those, and his eyes go wide.
Ophelia turns them all the way down.
Velia was not told of those either, so she probably goes to a spit take right now.
Ophelia would turn them all the way down and like she
Corwin's
sees
like,
them go all the way up.
Ophelia.
Ophelia, no.
Corwin's like, damn, I had an order for something like that, but it never came in.
Ophelia, you gotta keep in mind, it's not gonna stay like that for very long. No matter how many times you turn them down.
That's okay. It's
Niran
just
would
for the
probably
moment.
hang out with Husker. Once he gets out of the water and gets clothed, she'd probably like perch in a tree or something. Hey, Van, can I
Oh no.
can I
I
forage?
feel You're
Now,
really?
question is
You're really trying.
No, I have a very important question. Is Niran foraging while naked?
Please.
Make your
Please let him
decision
forage.
like
Dysentery
you mean it.
snake.
Choose your
Dysentery
words
snake dick.
wisely.
Dysentery snake dick.
Yeah, sure. He'll
Dysentery
forage
dick.
while naked.
Oh my god.
Dysentery dick.
Roll me a survival check.
Dysentery dilk.
Can I do
No.
my separate non-naked foraging?
Separate non-naked forage.
Sure.
I'm
Also,
guessing
for
I'm
those
still at
wondering, yes,
disadvantage.
Velia's. Oh no. I'm
Probably.
worried now.
Is
Do you
Niran
have
still
a
at
thing?
disadvantage?
Did anyone heal my concussion?
No.
Let's.
We
We'll say
haven't
it's
been
been a
told.
week.
We have been told that you had. Well, it's been a while. At minimum, it's been like a week.
Van.
There's no shot. There's no shot Lexi just rolled for another dysentery snake. There's no fucking shot. There's no. This is like the fourth episode in a
Even
row.
funnier,
Alright,
they specified Niran was naked, so this is gonna go funny.
What herbs do I find?
What herbs?
The opposite of a dysentery snake.
So Niran,
Non-dysentery snake.
you're digging through the bushes. When you bend over to get at like some root veg, and then there's two sharp bites into your cheek as a dysentery snake latches on.
Niran's gonna take off running. I'm assuming the snake can't get its mouth back off if he starts running, correct?
Sure, you're
get
running and there's
You're running.
no, he got bit in the ass.
You're running around naked with a snake attached to your
Yeah,
arm.
he's just gonna shout like he's not even running. He's flying about 5 feet above your guys' heads.
Can I try and reach for the snake?
Which one,
God.
which snake, Ophelia?
No way! That's the important question.
I'm dead.
Can I try and grab the ass snake?
Can I? No, please. I'm doing this. I need to. Give me a moment. No, you can't beat me to this, Waverly.
Roll me an athletics check to grab the ass snake.
Okay.
It's the same thing as the dysentery snake.
Wait,
Just shorter.
hold on. Let me double check something. Hold on, I might have a feature to help. Hold on.
No, that's the front snake.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Dying in the fucking background. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna.
Okay, guys, it's not up my ass. It's been on my ass.
Yeah.
It could be making its way there if no one grabs it in time.
So with a 10, Ophelia, I just want you to roll me another D20.
Oh no.
You want high.
10.
You grab the wrong snake.
You guys watch as it looks like Niran has hit a wall. He has stopped so abruptly. And then just owl screeching and he looks down.
She looks at him and then goes, "Sorry, wrong one."
Across the pond, the Countess will go, Ophelia, dear, you need to be more gentle, and if you're going to be like that, you have to ask them if they're into it first.
I was trying to grab.
You don't want to bruise it, Ophelia?
Velia over here is just.
She lets go.
I need to see this.
Niran's just gonna like turn around. He goes, "Will you grab the right one now?"
Yes, you grab the snake.
Now, the question that has to be answered, Lexi, is Niran into it?
Did Niran enjoy it?
Niran sees Ophelia as the little sister type, so he's horribly confused and is gonna go pout in the carriage.
Hey, but the thing is, he didn't see
wait,
Ophelia immediately
Can-
was Niran into it at first.
Waverly, I
This
gave
the
you your
most
answer.
stressful sentence. This the most stressful question Lexi's ever had to
Oh my
answer.
god.
It's
You're an
Step
asshole,
Owl
man.
enjoy
Alright.
what happened.
So I grabbed the actual snake.
Yeah. Do you try to pull it off of?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull the snake off. It's gonna bite you, but you're immune to
I
poison.
want to
so
hold
you
it
won't
by
get-
the head so it doesn't bite
Okay.
me.
Okay, yeah,
Aw.
you have the snake by the head.
I want to kill the snake.
You just want to try to
I
crush
don't.
it in your hand.
No, actually, no, I don't. Hold on. Let me double check something.
You got a new hair. You have acquired hair
I
type.
put 8 spell slots into it.
It's
Oh, you're naming the dysentery snake.
I am.
I can just
I'm naming him Marlin.
various directions. This is the perfect session to return to. This is already chaos. It's not even been an hour.
What have you done?
His name's Marlin.
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 Niran's
Power
gonna look
is-
at Ophelia like, you know, the face where they're looking down their nose like completely stone faced, like
Ah,
you did what?
The first familiar to
Husker
get
well
9th
forging
level
a sense of
casting.
disturbance in the force.
I can't remember. I think I put what? 9 slots into it or 10? I can't remember. How many did I put into it? I'm
8.
so.
You said 8.
I put 8.
You
Thank
had-
you.
you had 8
My
mana.
brain is like
8
fried
mana.
at the moment.
Laughs in 13.
Can I just state something? No, you guys go first. I'll have Velia save this at the very end of this whole charade.
I cannot wait to dump 21 mana into something just for the chaos of it.
I have 20 mana,
You mean
but
like a
I wanted
horse?
to save a little bit. What happens to my snake?
The first one you let go of.
Listen. It was the wrong one. It was the wrong snake.
And we still haven't gotten the answer.
Please don't name please don't name it.
I named it.
Oh, it's
Oh, I'm not naming that.
It's
I
been
named
named.
the dysentery snake is called Marlin.
Niran's
So-
one, we'll wait for another day to name.
So, the snake grows hot in your
Oh,
hands.
the truth, because the truth
Yeah?
hurts.
But by the power of the sun, the snake becomes fire.
It glows brightly for a bit before becoming extremely slippery and slipping out of your hand.
Okay.
Your hand stinks.
My hand stinks.
It's an ass snake.
The snake lands on the ground and begins to grow rapidly to that of a python, becoming a sewage python.
What the fuck is this sewage python?
Dysentery
It's dysentery
python.
snake evolved.
Dysentery python.
No, it's even far worse, Eve.
I.
The snake is now very
confused.
confused.
It has gained sentience.
I look at the snake. And I look at everyone. I
And
look at
that's the
Niran.
sentence.
I look at Niran. What does Niran say about the big snake?
He's taking care of his big snake, okay?
Oh, never mind. Niran's not here anymore.
I mean,
Cool.
you did latch onto it anyway, so it's like it's
Um,
needs to be
I'm
looked after.
sorry, I'm just slowly
Ew,
unloading the
like,
magazine and getting ready to reload.
Niran probably has gotten dressed and has walked back out. And he'll just look at the monstrosity at the ground. And his eyes will immediately flick to Randor.
Philia is gonna look to Nala and go, "Can I keep it?"
It's around this moment where, man, I don't know what the sound of a snake farting would be like, but that's what the sound that's what the sound is. It's just a long, drawn out.
he's gonna look at Ophelia and he's going to draw in a breath. Actually, first he's gonna ask Render. Render, will you please remove this curse
You
from
draw in
me?"
a breath. You draw in a breath.
Not yet, not yet.
Draw in a
No,
breath?
first he's gonna ask, Randor, will you please remove the curse it has placed upon my ass cheek?
I don't even know
Fuck!
if he's here
Wait!
right now.
Come back! Can anyone else remove the dysentery?
I can.
I do not have lesser restoration.
I have.
Hey,
lesser
I would feel
restoration.
less bad about Niran and more bad about the motherfuckers who's stuck in a carriage with him.
Lesser restoration.
Oh no!
Thank you.
Yeah, go.
And then he draws a breath and
I
be like,
want.
Ophelia, it must die.
Okay, as you draw out a breath, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and along with no, Ophelia's immune to it. Who else is around the snake?
Aren't we
thank
all
God I'm
technically
14.
because we're at the pond? Like, how far away from the pond was this?
I mean, you could have been in different
This was
places
in
around
the pond.
Yeah, well, I
Oh, you
I
flew
imagine
over
this
the
is
top of
happening
the
on the
pond?
on one of the edges of the
Yeah.
pond.
The edge of the pond. Yeah.
No. It's gonna be at one of the edges of the pond because you were running.
Nope.
So I don't think anyone.
17?
So you succeed in resisting the airborne dysentery, and the snake is now slowly trying to move back into the forest.
Let it go.
Niran's gonna
Let it go.
try to. Niran's gonna take his rapier
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to look at Ophelia
Lily's gonna grab her mace.
and he's going to say, "I'm not going to kill it, as much as I really want to." And he's going to stick the rapier under the snake and try to use it to throw him into the woods.
It's a very large python, like bordering on anaconda.
Wait,
Like
so what's
big right
happening
now.
is Niran is trying to forcefully introduce an invasive species of dysentery pythons into the Feywild.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
We've got the
Ophelia?
intelligent gorilla.
Ophelia, what are you going to do with the snake? Is it going to ride with you? Because it seems to have a taste for my white meat.
Why do I come back to Lexi saying something about a taste for their white meat?
Because you just missed Lexi being bit on the ass by a dysentery snake, Ophelia grabbing his dick, then the snake, then naming the snake
With 8 mana.
with 8 mana points. That's what you missed.
so now it's a dysentery
This does
python.
happen.
Opphelia's gonna
It's
Sorry,
a
a
sewage
sewer python.
Marlin. She's gonna bend
sewage
down and
python.
go, "Can you be nice to everyone?"
Whole party dies.
All right, so let's see
She's asking
what
the snake if
sewer
it can be
python.
nice.
Yeah, the third evolution is the excrement anaconda.
Anaconda.
Excrement
yes,
anaconda.
this
So
is-
it's a good
this
thing
is-
I think me and
Dang,
Bolt
I
are
didn't realize
immune to
this was a
poison.
third stage evolution.
I
I'm
would.
asking you. Go
You
ahead.
sure it's not some sort of spitting cobra, Van?
Maybe.
Nah, it swallows. It's not a quitter.
Yeah, but no, it's currently slithering off into the woods, leaving a stink trail.
How much longer until you need to reload, Eve?
I got the
Ophelia will
stendo.
just let it go. To be honest, she'll probably just let him
Yo,
go.
you got the stendo?
Yeah, my 5/7 has a buff against 4 people.
Ophelia lets this. Fuck, Jesus Christ. The poor people was too funny.
This.
Fuck. Oh, Ophelia's gonna let the snake go.
so you
and
have
she's
the
just
counter
gonna
to
have
Belia,
this like
got it.
sad puppy look on her face.
Are you looking at the snake parts?
No.
I'm sorry.
Well,
That's a quote.
Yep,
Yeah,
I can hear
what
it
is
happening.
Ophelia's just
I'm
got
not
this
going to
sad
have a
puppy
voice
dog look
tomorrow.
on her face.
I'm not gonna have a voice tomorrow by the end of today.
Man, is no one gonna quote? Are you looking
I
up
got
snake
it.
parts?
My favorite thing
What?
is hearing them dying in the background of Austin's
Yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful.
My favorite.
It's the best part. Oh boy.
I need to get back into Ophelia mode because I've still got Bella on the mind and she's chaos.
I see. So
Hey.
what you're saying is that Ophelia channeled a bit too much otherworldly power. Got it.
A little bit.
See, Bella would have accidentally cut off Niren's dick.
You're kind of right though.
Dead owl noises.
It'd be really high pitched.
We're gonna need. We're gonna need. Important question. Who knows regenerate?
Niren's gonna lean down next to Ralphie, and he's just gonna whisper into his ear. If anyone wants to try and listen, you can. He's just gonna try and keep it from Ophelia. He's gonna say, "Please tell me she's touched yours first."
He's gonna go bright red and then just dive into the disappear into
And
the
then
water.
goes.
He's gonna yell after him, "Ralphie, you didn't answer me!"
Man, I wish. Man, I
You
wish.
can't run from me.
Man,
No-
I wish
no one
I,
told
as a
me-
skeleton, could relate
no-
to this entire situation.
No one told me Ophelia had that gorilla grip.
Then no. Okay. Are we gonna move
Now
on? Are we
We're at the point now.
Are we
at that
spent
point,
30
we take
minutes
this
on
joke
talking
out
about
back
grabbing dicks? Are we moving
needs to be
on?
taken- Yes, Van made it to where we need to take this joke out back and have it shot. So I'm taking it out back and shooting it.
I've done nothing.
I was gonna I was gonna be a smart ass and got to Niren and be like, "What? Did you not enjoy how Ophelia touched it? You have some very different."
I'm still waiting on my answer.
What,
I
answer the
mean,
what?
Keep going.
all that Belly was going to say was call Daenerys and say, "Hey, nice cock."
Thanks, God.
Niren's just gonna wait. Velia says that.
Yes.
Niren's just gonna look at her, and he's just gonna raise his eyebrow, like wiggle his eyebrows at her, like,
You think it looks nice? Imagine how it feels, Velia.
You should have joined us for hide and seek.
You see, there's a difference.
Imagination is
I'm
all
not a
she
slut.
has.
I mean, it's okay, Niren.
Yeah.
We had she on. as
Belia
well.
just appreciates.
See,
Exactly.
you call it a slut. I call it being a professional motherfucker.
Oh my fucking god, I'm dying.
Okay, I think we're alive now. I think we're good.
I think
Pat
are we
myself
surviving?
back to that
this?
one.
Thank you, by the way, Van. Thank you for going for the ass cheek and not the dick.
No, I pat
No,
myself
that
on
was
the
the
back for that
natural one.
Oh,
I'm
I'm so
reloading.
glad I didn't roll a fucking one.
Hey, Van.
You've never been so happy to not roll a 1.
With what you sent,
Mhm.
Volta would grab Niren, but like lock arms with Niren, and be like, "Follow me for a minute."
Oh
And
no.
she's going to keep eye contact with the Countess,
Mhm.
and she's gonna drag Niren into their carriage.
Oh, into theirs.
Niren's just gonna like look over his shoulder and make eye contact. Let's see, who would he make eye contact with?
Nala.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Nala. He's gonna be like, Nala, help!
Help.
Nala sees you guys going into the cabin and goes, "But I was fishing."
Nala, I will fish for you.
Look at him, he caught.
I
Look at him,
will
he
not.
caught frog.
If you would rather fish, go ahead. I can find
I'm
somebody.
already coming, woman.
I can. No,
I
you're fucking
don't
not.
wanna
I know
do
that for a
that.
fact.
Lexi, are you still struggling against it?
Yeah, he would probably like dig his feet into the ground like Volta,
Lexi?
Volta.
Lexi?
Volta, please.
What is happening?
Oh no.
Chaos. I don't know what's
I need a
going
wisdom
on
saving
anymore.
throw at
That's a good
disadvantage.
question.
What is happening? What is
Chaos,
command?
Wayne.
Oh my
Chaos.
god.
Oh no,
I was-
wisdom.
I was making eyes at the Countess and dragging Niren to their carriage. That's a
Man,
Yeah.
I
tell
give you
Niren to
fuckers.
go.
I give you fuckers an inch, and you guys go to the moon.
Fuck yeah. Come on,
And all have already
Niran.
gotten out of the water and following you guys.
Is the Countess following? Is the important question.
By the time you've opened the carriage door, she's misty stepped back into the cabin, into the carriage.
I mean, do we blame her? This is chaos out here.
He's gonna look at Wilton and be like, but my mom's been with her!
Eh.
I'm just gonna.
Hey, this is turning into a fuck circle anyway, Niran.
I.
Your mum's been with the Countess. We've been with the Countess and each other. Who fucking cares at this point? Get in the carriage.
See, we're all related by 3 different
We're all
fucks.
fuck buddies.
I don't know what's happening
I
anymore.
don't essentially.
Someone please. Get me out of here. I don't know these people. I miss you, Frey.
Man, Randor's best friend is gone.
Oh, you don't understand. The moment that Corwin learns of the harem, it's all over.
See, the problem is that Randor can't be part of the fuck circle, so he's just like, man, where's my friend when I need them right now?
Random mini pox.
No!
Man, can I talk to Ralphie?
Yeah, what do you want to say to Ralphie?
I want... Ophelia would probably go to him really sad about the snake. She wanted to keep it as a pet. It would have been her first pet. So she would have probably gone over to Ralphie and gone, I miss Marlin already.
Was that the smelly snake?
That was the snake.
Well, maybe it's the best for the best, because he would have smelled really bad and would have made everybody sick.
She gets really confused and then goes, oh right, you guys aren't... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I forgot that you guys get sick easier.
Maybe next time you name, like, a butterfly, or a dog, or, I don't know, a cat?
What about a bear?
I mean, bears are scary, but if you name it and it becomes our friend, I guess that's fine.
She thinks about it. And then goes, do you want a pet?
As he looks at Ophelia.
I mean, I had a dog for a while.
Well, what happened to him?
Oh, he got eaten.
Ophelia stares at him. I am sorry to hear
And
that
I
about
looked at
your
him.
Yeah,
And
we
he
can't really.
looked at me.
It's really hard to keep pets in the village, you know, with all the monsters going around.
I thought maybe a snake would be nicer because it could just fit in my bag.
I don't think that snake could fit in your bag after you named it.
No, it got a little too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor man.
Sweats profusely.
Ophelia thinks a little bit more and then goes, why do you like water so much? You seem to really enjoy the water every time we stop.
Oh, I just like swimming. Feels nice.
Oh, okay.
Swimming.
Have you been to the ocean before?
I don't think so.
We live right next to the ocean.
Oh, that sounds cool.
He sounds so enthused.
Ophelia's just she's probably
Oh no,
million.
he's completely red-faced right now because Ophelia is still naked in front of him.
Oh yeah, no, she's probably sitting on the edge of the pond having this conversation with him. Ophelia does not look embarrassed. She's very straight-faced. She looks like everything is fine. I don't think there's anything else. I just wanted to ask about the water thing. So she'd probably just continue to have a casual conversation with him until they left.
All right. You notice that he wants you to leave first. And he doesn't seem to want to get out of the water while you're looking at him.
Ophelia would probably just sit and have a conversation with him until it was time to leave, and then she'd get up and get dressed and go. So he'd probably be in the water for a good, for most of the time. She wouldn't
He'd be in the
notice
water
that.
for a bit.
She probably wouldn't realize what the problem is, so she'd just be like, "Oh, he really likes
Problem?
water. He's sitting in the water this whole time. He really likes
mean-
water."
He did just say he really likes water.
He did just say he really likes the water. So she wouldn't move until someone else called her away, or she had to get up to get back in the carriage.
Shriveled it just a little bit.
So Nala, would you go back to fishing after?
If there's some time
your-
after the carriage, yes. Nala would like to fish. He doesn't get to fish very often here.
All right.
Van, do I come back from foraging yet?
Oh yeah, what did you roll? Let me open that document. I gotta
Four.
actually
He rolled a 24.
Yeah.
EDS.
The opposite of a dysentery snake.
Oh, 24,
Or maybe it's a dysentery snake,
Anti-dysentery
but
snake.
golden.
It's a shiny
Maybe you found a
dysentery.
shiny dysentery snake.
I know it's the fiber snake.
I'm not gonna respond to that. No. I refuse. Out of principle.
If I see your sausage dog, I raise you a snoozy old lady who didn't even want to get up for food, so I had to bring a bowl of biscuits to her.
Desert stuff. You rolled a what?
24.
24.
24. Right. So, Husker, while you are rooting through the nearby trees in the wet underbrush, you root through a small pocket that goes into the ground and kind of under a tree after you make sure there's nothing in it, and you see a glint of something that at first you think is metallic, but as you pull it out, it is clearly not. You pull out a large golden truffle.
Golden truffle?
Oh, wow.
It looks like a truffle mushroom, but it is almost metallic in color.
Hmm. Alright, I guess I'll put it in my bag and probably when I go to ask the count about the water thing, I'd ask him about that too.
Wow, you got lucky. Oh my god. I just rolled for the amount of uses you can get out of that truffle, and I rolled max.
Sweet.
Man, don't get caught up in my headphone cord. Do you take it to the count to ask him if he knows what it is?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you present it to him, and his eyes widen a little bit. It's like, that is quite the find. Is as it appears a golden truffle. It's a delicacy sought by nobles and wealthy merchants from across the plains. It's renowned for its heady, distinctive flavor as well as its purported medicinal properties. They're quite rare to find. Normally, groups of owl bears are trained and used for finding them.
What kind of medicinal properties does it have?
Well, that's a fairly decent-sized one. So, if you eat a little bit of it, you'd find yourself a bit more up to the challenge in combat and such. You may expend one charge of this herb, which you have 6 of, after which your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to double your character level. You gain the same amount of hit points. This increase lasts for 4 hours, after which your hit point maximum returns to normal.
So it buffs your with a level 6. It would buff it by your hit points by 12.
12.
Yeah, for 4 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I need more health.
Fight the way I find.
After that, I was like, do you know where this is? And I'd pull out one of his books from his study and show him the Lake of Dreams page.
We took a small vacation there in our youth. It's quite the distance from here and makes itself hard to find. Makes itself hard to find due to its nature.
I would bet you wouldn't want just anyone just going out there going after wishes all the time.
Yes, you would find many places within the Feywild. Its borders between domains, most of the time blocked off by mists that keep the domain separate. You would have passed through some to get to our domain.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows a way we could get there since he's been there before. After all this wedding business is done.
That's to be discussed after the wedding. I have many things on my plate, and we're not going that direction anytime soon. If it is in any particular direction right now.
Husker will nod at that.
So how long till we get to the... well, what's the plan? Are we heading straight to the Briarwood or to...
How many days has it been?
It's been about a week.
Right. Are we...
2 more weeks.
Are we heading straight to the... I guess this is just Randor saying this out loud. Are we heading straight to the Briarwood or to a ceremony of some kind?
To the Briarwood, and then we should be arriving a little bit... a week or so before the actual wedding.
Alright.
I'm going to ask that you all not make a scene. You are coming in under our name.
Now, when you say make a scene...
Husker looks at you.
I see. I will not try anything.
If a scene is made, I can already tell I will have a nice, fancy new piece of bone-based furniture for my lounge room.
Is she joking or is she serious? Can I insight that?
This is the Count talking.
I don't think I need to insight that.
Countess is busy.
The
Countess...
Husker's going to whisper into the Count's ear.
Yeah, the Countess is currently showing Volta a multitude of different kind of knots that can be put in rope.
Husker's going to whisper into the Count's ear. May want to watch this one. He gets a little handsy with valuable items I've noticed back in my my neck of the woods. You can roll to percept that if you want.
Oh, he won't. He won't need to. His passive is high enough.
No, I meant Randor.
Oh, okay.
So, question for our troop. Are we just going to go in and play it by ear and just try to talk to Frey legitimately, or try to go about this covertly and get them in and out?
Are you posing that to the group, or are you?
I'm posing that to
just
everybody here in the party, yeah, as Randor.
Niran and Volta are currently preoccupied with knots in ropes.
I will say this is after that, because the count. We'll say this is after that,
Alright.
because Nala's
Nala's-
already left to go do more fishing.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not all of us can really disguise ourselves.
Well, that's what I was asking. I can. We already know what Hitch looks like. It wouldn't be hard for me to get into the castle. The only issue would be if I run into Hitch. But I could.
I think for now, maybe getting there as ourselves and observing the people around if we're wanting to disguise, because it's very risky going in as Hitch.
I'm not
Probably
saying
better to-
going in the Briarwood as Hitch. I'm just saying if I were to get into the castle grounds, that would be my first disguise. Obviously, I could find out what their actual armor set is and be a random guard, but if we need a contact for Frey, I think I'm the best bet for disguises, for multiple reasons.
We are staying within the castle grounds.
Where what? Randor's.
We're guests for a wedding. You think we're going to stay in a common inn in the town below the castle?
Randor's gonna look back at Volta. Well, this is just more easy then. We don't have to sneak around at all.
Exactly, and we've got sending. So worst case scenario, we can say we can describe where we are, and Frey might be able to come to us.
I guess let's just do that then. Realize that we were gonna have this so easy this time. Usually we're having to come up with backup plans. Weird having
We all
just
go
an
in as
inn.
ourselves, but we all behave.
The greatest part here is that all this is happening, and Nala's nowhere near this conversation.
Hey, Nala, roll me a survival check for your fishing.
Okay. Do 24.
Nala, you notice a lot of the bigger fish in this pond, like the large bass, they're near the surface for some reason. And normally they're bottom feeders.
Oh no.
Which means something bigger has displaced them.
Oh. Now,
Oh fuck, it's cracking.
how big is this lake, or is this just like a smaller watering hole?
This is a large pond. It's just below lake. It's a
So
very large pond.
You can see the edges of it.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time around water. Can I guess or approximate how deep it is? Like, how
It's
would I be able to,
maybe-
if I
Ye-
count my breath,
this-
if I could get down there?
You to guess from the outside it is probably at minimum 10 to 15 feet deep, but it could be more.
10 to 15 feet's not terrible considering I'm almost 8 feet.
Mhm.
But
it could be more.
It could be more. Am I the only one out still? or is there anybody else near the pond?
I'd say everyone is back near the carriages, and it's just you. What you can from what you can see, everyone is back at the carriages.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh, no. He likes water too much, and now he's curious. It doesn't seem like it's probably too deep. Uh, he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna dive into the pond.
All right. Make me an investigation check.
I'm not good at these. 18.
You swim down to the bottom of the murky pond. Cold water, no fish, no life. And it's very odd. That means there's some kind of large predator down here, or something wrong with the water. But you were swimming here earlier, and the fish were not this as high up as they were. Then there's a sudden like dash of movement ahead of you, along like super fast, that kind of throws a whole current through the water as something massive moves by you.
You said it moves by me?
Yes, well, and not out of your attack range or anything, but you see it in the water. Some kind. You have dark vision, and it's nighttime, and you're in water, so you saw a shape move.
So here's the thing, Chief. I don't have dark vision.
You don't have dark vision, so no, you felt something move. You felt the very quick move, shifting of the current in the water, as if something had just displaced a lot of water when it moved.
How far down did this pond end up being?
25 feet.
25 feet down?
Mhm.
Just about 3 of me. That's not too bad. I'm gonna kick up towards the surface. 'Cause I need some light to see here. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'm just gonna
You have
tap
I'm
gonna tap my lure that gives off 20 feet of dim light for a minute.
Okay, yeah, you now have dim light in the water around you.
Does that change what I can see around me? Obviously the current kind of kicked up probably some dirt and stuff, but that's settling.
So you're giving off, still don't have dark vision, so you have dim light in murky water. So visibility is still very low.
Even if it's, I know that it probably won't, but like at half that, probably could see out to 10 feet in front of me. So I guess.
Well, the main thing here is the difference between light and something being obscured, because it's the equivalent of casting light in a fog cloud, is what this is. The water is just full of murky dirt.
Gotcha. I'll try to like keep as still as possible so it can settle. Since I don't have a lot of time with my light at the moment.
If this is a still pond, it never will settle.
Okay.
It's just dirty, murky water.
I don't really have a way to fix that.
Feel another quick movement of water behind you.
I'll try to spin to keep an eye on whatever it was. At this point, being conscious of air and the like, I'm gonna kick up towards the surface.
Okay.
At minimum, just to get another breath of air. And if anybody else happens to be around, I can call out to them, at least let them know where I'm at. So if I reach the top, like uninhibited, I'll take I'll take that breath of air and being like at the upper level now, I probably can't see too much. You said it's murky still.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody still on shore or within like call out range?
Yeah, there's
Ophelia's
you could so
probably
you could
not in the
you,
cabin.
you could
I
call
was gonna
out
say,
to
we'll probably have
to
to spot
the
inside again,
you could
yeah.
call out to the carriages, but also from where Ophelia and Ralphie were sitting earlier, Ralphie kind of pokes his head out of the water and looks around if Ophelia's still there.
I mean, she'd probably be near the carriages, not really looking at him.
I'll just hey Ralphie, you no can you see down here any clear?
I can't see through dirt.
That's fair. I'm gonna take another look down here. Something seems to displace things. You could let my wife know. That'd be amazing.
Okay, yeah, Ophelia's not looking, and things have calmed down, so I can get out now.
Good on you, boy. All right, down I go. And I'll take that breath.
Boy. He climbs out of the water. He's all pruned up.
It's all Ophelia's fault.
I'll go back down then.
Okay. Roll me another investigation check.
Because I have my lighters at advantage, or still because of the murky, it's not.
Yeah, just because of the murky, it's not.
All right, this is probably not. This is probably gonna go significantly worse.
Yeah. So the water seems to have calmed a good bit, and another thing you notice is now you are starting to spot some of the bigger fish come back down.
So either whatever was down here has left, or no, that would be the biggest thing, is that whatever was here has left the area. This is the bottom of the pond, right?
Yep.
I guess I try and spend a few minutes just kind of like looking around and make sure nothing else is like, or not maybe minutes, but however long I can before having to kick back up.
You can hold your breath a number of minutes equal to your con mod.
That's 4. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend a minute or two letting things like actually calm down and just generally checking out around me. Just because like obviously something was here. And
Yes,
I'm concerned as to what it might be.
There is the possibility that this pond is somehow fed through some kind of underwater spring or underwater cave, and then exits out through another one that you just haven't found the entrance or exit to.
Yeah. So if I've got a few minutes, I'll spend the time just like checking the area, because having spent a lot of time at fishing waters and like, I'm sure that he would understand that it could be fed from somewhere. So if anybody wants to do something in like the next 2 minutes, I'll be down here trying to investigate poorly.
Does anyone want to accomplish anything for this RP section? Okay. So Nala, your search turns up empty. And I will say another week of travel goes by. A few more skinny dipping sessions, if happen. I'll say, Nala, throughout the next 2 weeks, there are 2 more occasions where you stop at small swimming holes, and the same kind of thing occurs, with something large appearing in the water and then disappearing later. And I'll get to the last thing later. But after the next week, with only a week of travel remaining, the group stops at a small town. a small forest town, and it is early morning when you arrive. The sun is just coming up, so the vampires do not necessarily exit their carriage, but they do roll down their window. This is Bundaberg. Small, quaint little town, few good shops. And just a old friend me and my husband are going to pay a little visit to. So, take a day, maybe a day and a half. Enjoy yourselves. Probably a tavern there somewhere. You can find a room to fuck in, I assume.
A good stretch will do me good. I will check in with you all later then. At this point, I'm sure, especially if it's happened 3 times, Nala would have told probably the rest of the party. He would have started with Volta like the first or second time, but by now, that every time he's gone deep into the pools, not only has it been displaced, but there seems to be some sort of beast that's been potentially following them through the ponds.
Are you wanting to look for another body of water here?
I'm going to see if there's a village chief or the like. Maybe they have information on the nearby ponds. Maybe something that they could tell us.
Let's check.
Van, it's not possible for a martial class to get magic without taking like a talent, right?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, magic items, but...
Magic items, or if you decided to take one of the casting subclasses.
Gotcha. That's fine. I was gonna see if Nala could start trying to practice any sort of cantrip. But that's okay.
He wants to learn thaumaturgy.
He wants to learn...
Get back to the material plane. See if
like-
you can get lessons from Cora.
Like, there's some really good cantrips.
Special
like
magic
light...
fun time.
Special magic fun time.
No, I just... But no, he's gonna take Volta at minimum if anybody else wants to come along. And go see if he can find a village chief or guild master, someone that could give information on the surrounding area.
Where are we going?
Or even if there's a fisherman here.
All right.
We're in a
What
village,
are the
right?
rest of you doing? Yeah, you're in a village.
Billy will
I guess
probably
I'll-
go wander around the town.
I probably will just
They
walk
said
with
there's
Nala.
good shops here.
Husker's gonna look for a place to sell some items
Oh
and
yeah.
then probably hit the tavern.
Actually, yeah, I'll go with Husker. I'll go shopping.
Yeah.
Because I have money.
So,
We know.
as the group of... I assume you guys move in a group. The group of you quickly learn of a magic shop in town by the name of the Lucky Find. People here, elves, half-elves, other various fae species, a few hobgoblins here and there. But for the most part, elves. So do you make your... Who all makes their way to the Lucky Find?
Me.
If that's where I'm selling
Volta?
stuff, that's where I'm selling stuff.
Yeah, let's go there. Lucky find.
Okay, group Lucky Find? All right.
I don't
The group
know
of
where to
you
go.
approach... The group of you approach a large, oddly shaped building, almost built to look like a chest itself. Large front doors that swing into a big room that is basically lined with shelves of items from miscellaneous, mundane, everyday general store items to increasingly more rare and magical. The shop itself seems to be empty, And there, as you get to the back of the store, there is, well, the room is lined with aisles except down the middle, which leads up to the front desk of the store, where it looks like someone has just left a very hefty chest on the counter. Other than that, the building seems empty.
So if Nala and Volta are going there, even just to see if they can find out who could do it, Nala gets distracted. There's a very big chest. He's gonna go up to it and he'll take like a small walk around it before like poking it with his finger.
So the chest is sat on the counter, so you can't really walk around it, but you poke the chest, and then you immediately the chest begins to open, and you hear, "Hey, watch the hands, Casanova." As the
It's a
chest
frickin'
speaks,
mimic.
That's so funny.
watch the hands.
Nala kind of,
I wouldn't want to walk up to you and be poking your face. What is wrong with you?
Nala kind of like reaches up to scratch at his chin and goes, forgive the intrusion. I thought I mistook you for a regular chest, not a,
Well, pardon me, but that's actually kind of racist.
How so?
Sorry, he has a habit of speaking before thinking.
Nala's a clue. Nala doesn't understand how it's racist. He's like, this was a chest a moment ago.
Man, is there an aura around the chest? Like an undead aura? Or is there...
No, it's not undead. It's got emotions.
Unified.
Oh, what is its current emotion? Let me vibe check it.
It's offended.
It's
I was...
I
my brain went to that.
It has a mundane, regular soul.
With that up, you said there was no one else here, right?
Yeah, there's no one else here. You know,
Husker thinks if there's no one else here, he must run the shop. I need to get in his good graces. And he's gonna go over there and slap Nala. Apologize, that was very rude.
Does your hand hurt?
Probably.
Did we not go to the magic shop? Are we with Nala?
We are in the magic shop.
Oh, we are
at the magic shop.
Okay, see, because I thought I went to
used to
the
be a mimic.
Excuse me?
Nala, I described the magic shop.
Right,
and
I heard the
only
chest.
thing on the front counter
Yeah.
was a large chest. Nala went up and poked it, and the mimic sitting on the counter got very offended that Nala was poking him in the face.
Nala's I've already apologized. I said my apologies. How is that not an apology? Volta, I'm very confused.
Nala, you have to treat him like a person. What's wrong with you? He's not an object.
Nala looks at you.
This is exactly what I mean. You treat him like a table.
I'm just saying, you do.
Nala, well, excuse me for making the best of a bad situation.
Well, anyways, welcome to the Lucky Find. My name's Lucky. Tell me know if I can help you find anything.
I guess
Husker's going to say,
you first, Field.
do you buy items here as well?
I sure do. Hold on. And then two like bolts on the chest like squint and looking at Corwin, and then they like turn and they look at Volta. You two aren't bards, are you?
Oh no.
Wait, who are they looking at?
Volta and Corwin.
Oh, thank God, I'm safe.
Wait, what?
The chest narrowed its eyes at you, and you two aren't bards, are you?
We might be.
All
Noah
right.
looks at his wife and goes, "This is my wife."
I'm going to be very clear with you.
Oh,
I do not offer discounts for any form of sexual favor or act.
I'm gonna insight
Damn,
check
we'll
that.
figure
Cannot
out
fuck
business,
the
Corwin.
mimic.
No,
Don't
no,
fuck
no.
the
I'm gonna
mimic.
insight. No, I'm gonna insight check that. 19.
He seems very stern in his position.
Oh, okay. So
Nor can you pay me to, as the last group said, take my large tongue for a ride.
excuse me, what? Take his what for a what?
Listen. I may be a slut, but I'm an honest slut.
Okay.
I'm a respectable slut.
I do not
If I
know
wanted something
who-
like that, there's a vampire in a carriage. That's
I do not know who started the rumor of Lucky's Lickies, but I do not sell those
I
here.
don't like Lucky's Lickies, Van. Please no.
I hate it. I want it gone. I want it to
No, I was
stop
gonna-
existing.
That sounds very
You
offensive.
can help me find something, actually. Uh,
Have you seen
Maybe
have
two
you seen a
things.
mimic tongue?
Mr. Lucky, was it?
Yeah, that's me. Lucky.
I have two questions. You may be able to help with both of them. The first is on my travels here. There seems to be some sort of aquatic dwelling beast that's been going through the ponds, displacing the natural inhabitants. Is that something that your town is aware of, or is that a new occurrence?
Oh, I don't go swimming. There are not many big watering holes around here besides the wells and such. But you got a big fish, a spear. I got a bunch of spears.
All right. The second question then would be: is there someone that I could talk to in town that might know about the local wildlife, or like a guild master or the like? Van is completely frozen on my screen.
he is on mine as well. I think it's dying.
What? Hello? Yeah, I think my Discord died for a second.
Eve is also Eve is freezing as well.
No,
Eve
Van
and
is
Van are
still
freezing for
frozen
me.
for me. Eve is frozen.
Hello?
You're still frozen, Van.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Yeah, he'll just go. We got a crazy druid lady.
That'll be fine. Where might I
she
find
li-
this druid lady?
She lives on the outskirts of town and lives in a large hollowed out pumpkin kind of thing.
Thank you for your time. Love, if you need me or want me to carry something, I can't carry very much. I need to get rid of some of this.
As long as you don't want me to lick things.
Alrighty. Lucky, what items do you have in your possession currently?
Oh my, plenty. What are you looking for in particular?
Let's see.
Oscar's just kind of going through his bag, like, oh, what should I sell here?
I'm trying to think. I don't think we need... Do we need potions again, guys, or no? Like, healing potions?
I think we still have some. I have 2 on me.
Okay.
I think I have 1.
I think most of us have 1, at least.
There's one person that doesn't carry potions on him. Ever.
Most of us.
I will... Oh, I don't know where the bot just died. That was weird. Is Van also dead?
I'm here.
Discord.
I'm here.
My
Oh.
Discord keeps
Hello?
dying from
Discord.
everything off and on.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn on my
is-
camera for now. Discord's having issues.
Yeah, it's Discord.
Yeah, Discord's having
Because it's not just the bot, it's
major
Discord.
issues for
Okay.
everything.
I'll probably ask about potions. Maybe...
Well, I got plenty of potions.
Wayne, remember I told you last time, I still have 4 potions from the guild hall.
I've got
Right,
I
but you
got
haven't
10
passed
potions
those
of
to me.
regular. I got 10 regular potions
If
of
you want
healing.
them, just let me know.
Okay.
I've got 3 potions of greater healing.
Mm.
I've got 1 potion, or 2 potions of superior healing, and I have 1 potion of supreme healing.
I don't think we have the money for the last 2.
You're just gonna look at this chest and like
I've
look
also
over
got.
him.
Do you?
Hold on, I think he's got more potions. Give me a second.
Okay. Also, as
No?
Niran also asked him something, I'll also hold up the earth material and ask him if he has anything similar to that as well.
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Has anyone tried to lockpick you before?
Well, I will say that is my private business.
Oh
'Cause he takes
my
the shape of a
god.
chest.
Oh my god. Okay.
I've got a
Fair enough.
I have a potion of heroism and a potion of mind reading.
Ooh, a potion of mind reading. How much is that?
That'd be 280 silver.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind. I just want to see what else he has before I decide.
Do you have any punch daggers?
Nope, no daggers. If you want weapons, well, I've got some pretty fine weaponry that came out of a recent trade deal between me and some buddies.
What do you got?
Do you have anything
Well,
that's
and
finesse?
the chest will open, and you'll watch one of the items on the wall starts to shrink and disappear, and then slide out of the top of the chest. As you watch this massive lance rise straight up out of the chest and land on the nearby desk. This here is a +3 lance, and I've also got on the other side +3 spear. Very powerful, very expensive, very rare.
But no bow, rapier, dagger, nothing of the sort.
No, nothing like that. I'm fresh out of those.
Darn.
We get a lot of adventurers moving back and forth,
So he only
most
has
of
the
my
spear.
regular stuff gets bought up.
So he only has the spear.
Did we decide if
Yes,
the
he has a lance and a
fire
spear.
core was something important to us?
The what?
The
You can do
fire
crazy
core?
shit. You can do crazy shit with that.
Okay, then I'll keep it. Oh,
I
I've
got a Pookie winged quill. I'll take that out and say, what would you give me for this?
I'll have to appraise those monster parts. I have to go and look at what they are, so we'll do that last. Yeah, look what they can do to price them properly.
I'm
It's
assuming
also maybe gonna sell the truffle. Like, ask him how much.
Oh my! That truffle, I'll give you 600 silver.
Done.
Thank you. I just put it in my mouth.
I don't know how to
Basketball
feel
shoots
about
it in
that.
there.
What would he want for? Because I have
There was 6 of those, right? Like 6.
No, there was
charges?
one with 6 charges.
So
Damn.
what would he want with
Those are super good.
because I have a couple things. I have 3 elven leaves, an arrow, and 3 landscape Feywild paintings.
I'll give you 10 silver apiece for the paintings. The leaves, 5 silver each.
Okay, so if
Hey,
I do,
did someone find
that would be
remember
30
what the
silver,
full
and
vis stone that
then-
Niran has is for?
what is 3 times 5? Is that 15?
No.
15?
So that would
Yes,
be
15.
that would be 45 silver.
I have to.
Yeah, I'll do
I
that.
forgot to look for it near Lexi. I'll have to do that.
I'll do the
I
3.
know I have it written down somewhere.
I'll do the elven leaves and the Feywild scraps for 45 gold. Yeah.
Okay.
I can pull out my calculator.
Well, I do have one more weapon, but well, actually 2 more weapons. He'll spit out a large throwing dart and a very impressive rapier.
Randor's gonna.
I asked
No,
first.
you fucking. I've been looking for another
Yes,
+1 weapon. This. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? Fucking take
I
it.
asked about
Fuck
it
Wayne, you've been
you.
first.
whining to try to get your
Fuck
cane
you.
back. Shut up.
Fuck you. I'm not gonna get that back from
Turn
Frey.
off the
It's
thing.
not happening.
Okay.
That's not-
Niren's gonna look at it.
Dick fucking bitch ass.
That, my friend, is what you would call a 9 lives stealer.
What? A what?
What, can you explain to me what it does?
I think I know what that is.
That page isn't gonna load.
I can read it off for you.
It's
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The 9-life stealer is a very rare required attunement sword. +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. It has a D8 +1 charges. If you score a crit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, you must succeed on a DC 15 con save or be slain instantly as the sword tears through its life force from its body. A construct or undead is immune. The sword loses a charge if the creature is slain. When the sword has no charges remaining, it does lose this property.
It's a very effective tool for killing.
If you rolled max charges, you have a total of 9 charges for instant slain.
And is there any way to recharge those?
Afraid not.
Hmm.
Outside
How
of
much
my
does
more
something like this
powerful
go?
sorcerer.
So it's like a one-use thing?
The 9 lives stealer rapier? No, it's got it depending on the amount of charges.
Okay.
It can do that.
But it doesn't
So
recharge
your minimum charges that you get with this weapon is 2 charges.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum you get 9.
So once the charges are gone, it's
Seeing
just
how-
a +2 rapier.
Seeing how
Yes.
yeah. Seeing how it is a fully charged 9 lives stealer.
Oh
It is-
boy.
I'll price it around 8,000. We'll give it 8,200 gold silver.
That.
See,
Now
I
this
don't know
over
the
here-
value of some of the stuff that I have because I would be willing to trade, but I forgot what some of it is.
This over here is a dart of warning. Far more expensive, far more powerful.
Volta, do you remember what my 3 magic books were?
Van.
One
The
of those magic
Galvanus
books is
thing.
the I'm
Remember how
pretty
much
sure
that
is
was
is the spell
What?
book of
The
Yvonne.
Galvanus thing?
Galvanus Fang.
Send it to me in a message.
That'll probably go for a lot, for a decent amount. It'll be like probably
Ooh, is
200
this-
silver.
You said it's a dart or a dagger?
A dart of warning.
Okay, so it's a weapon of warning. It just happens to be a dart.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
This particular dart of warning has yet to be attuned to any particular kind of creature, so that is open if it is bought and is a free of charge thing. But this item, with it being unattuned to any particular creature type, is very expensive, around 60,000 silver.
Wow.
I've got various armors and spell scrolls available as well.
Niren's gonna hold up the Vistone. He goes, "Do you have any of these glowing ones?"
I'm fresh out of his stones.
How much would 2 small ones get me?
What do you mean?
They're empty. If I were to sell them to you.
That I need to pull up my notes for. Yes, I do have them priced out. You have 2 small ones?
Yes.
Let's see here.
Does he have mundane objects too?
Does he
would.
Does he have any instruments? I'm assuming not.
No. Cool. Of course, I don't actually have that note moved over yet. Let me go to World Animal.
I don't even know what else to ask for anymore, honestly.
Van, how long would it take to make that item, the blue dragon breath pouch that you were describing before?
It'll time. You're not sure.
I'll just hold on to it for now.
Would he have any different like spellcasting focuses at all?
Yeah, I would want to know about those
Just
too.
kind of more generalized than just like an instrument.
Yeah. I only carried 3 before, but the last group that came through bought those up. A
Fuck.
group of traveling sorcerers. I've got spell scrolls, and
Understandable.
I've got some more. Well, if you're looking for wizardy stuff, I've got this, and this large golden staff will get pushed out from the chest. This here is a staff of power. If you
Oh.
got a wizard in
Man,
your
I
group,
fucking hate you.
what?
I feel like this is gonna be one of the only times we ever run into one of these things, and it's
What's
when I
the
don't have my
conversion rate?
wizard.
How much is the staff
10
of
gold,
power?
10 silver is 1 gold.
Staff of power is another expensive object. Like I said, I am out of most of my lower priced objects. This is 95,500 silver.
There's
Yeah, Staff
no.
of Power is a fucking incredible item.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
buying that. We don't have the money for
But
that.
the only one who can use it is currently in the material plane.
There's also no way you would have the money to buy this anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have to make it.
What spell scrolls does he have?
Hold on, look up something for Niran. God, I can't spell shit.
I'm so sad that that rapier is way too expensive. But it is a +2 rapier.
You said you were going to beat the shit out of Frey and take the cane back anyway.
I'm not getting the cane back from Frey. I already know Vinny's not gonna lich that from their hands. I have 3 weapons that are non-magical, and this just is what it is.
Here, materials. Huh, I don't have that materials.
Lucky, are you very good in the magical arts?
So you had 2 small Vistones?
Yeah, 2 empty small Vistones.
Those are worth 65 silver each.
Okay, and then I had 1 full, which we don't know what it does. And a blue potion on a red cushion, and 3 magic books.
I swear you figured out what that potion was a while ago.
One of those
Yeah, I
magic
think Kai
books
told me.
is the spell book of Yvonne, the dude we fought that turned into
No,
the
no, no,
spider.
no. That's not. That I don't have Yvonne's spellbook.
Then who has Yvonne's spellbook?
I don't know, but the 3 magic books
The
I
book-
have are from
the-
the mansion.
They are from the mansion. We need to go back and just look at that episode.
Yeah, I'll go back and look at it.
Last I remember is we showed the book to my commander, and then he probably would have handed it back to Husker.
That's why we
I
should
mean,
record things.
yeah, Yvonne's thing.
Anybody who wants it,
Husker
just
has it.
Well, no,
I'm
no,
not
I still
sure
want it to be sold.
what your budget is, my friends. But if you've got 15,000 silver to spend, you can pick up this nifty sphere of annihilation.
Ha.
And he'll put his tongue out, and there's just this 2-foot diameter black sphere that you'd look into, and your eyes get pulled into it.
Niran has already transfixed
It's
on
like a hole
on
in
shiny
space.
sphere, and now it's drawing him in. What is the conversion rate of gold again? Is it 10 silver?
10.
Yeah,
1
10
gold
silver.
is 10 silver.
Spell scrolls I have, though. I have, let's see here, a scroll of animal shapes, a scroll of bark skin, 2 scrolls of blade ward, 1 scroll of clairvoyance, a scroll of cure wounds, a scroll of disintegrate, a scroll of feigned death, scroll of hex, scroll of immolation, a scroll of jump, a scroll of Leomun's tiny hut, a scroll of lightning lure, scroll of magic stone, scroll of meld into stone, scroll of move earth, scroll of primal savagery, scroll of vicious mockery, scroll of voltralitic sphere, scroll of whirlwind, and scroll of zephyr strike.
How the hell is this mimic touching this sphere?
Just chilling on his tongue.
But correct me if I'm wrong. A sphere of annihilation isn't like a attunement thing. It just, if something touches it, you start dying. Regardless.
You've never seen one before.
Van,
What?
this is amazing.
If I'm already dead, do I die to a spear of annihilation?
Yes.
Would you die if Randor got thrown into a black hole?
Ah, I guess you're right. Yeah, how is he touching the sphere?
Fresh out of rings.
Fucker.
Does this motherfucker just have a list, Van? Just of everything?
Did he say he has armor?
Armor doesn't help
Got a
me.
few pieces of armor. I've got a set of +3 split mail. I've got a chain shirt of armor, armor of resistance to fire. I've got, see here, some robes of stars.
What are robes of stars?
Out of your price range.
Yeah.
What are robes of stars?
This guy has a bunch of stuff out of our price
Robes of
range.
stars. This guy has a seemingly odd collection of very powerful items. To be as backwoods as he is.
So guys, I know we're not supposed to kill the shopkeeper.
You're on your own.
Nirin is very interested in the robes of stars.
I'm pretty sure that's like a 9,000 gold
image.
item.
It's a very rare magic item.
Visual aids.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm gonna copy image link then, huh? That's what they look like.
My god.
This black and dark blue robe is embroidered with small white or silver stars. You gain a +1 bonus to saving throws while you wear it. 6 stars located on the robe's upper front portion are particularly large. While wearing this robe, you can use an action to pull off one of the stars, to use it to cast Magic Whistle at 5th level. Daily, at dusk, 1d6 removed stars reappear on the robe. While you wear the robe, you can use an action to enter the astral plane, along with everything you're wearing and carrying. You remain there until you use an action to return to the plane you were on. You reappear in the last space you occupied, or if that space is occupied, the nearest unoccupied space.
And how much is it?
That, my friend, would be 60,000 silver.
So, if I sell my soul to the mimic, can I get 60,000 silver?
I don't deal in souls.
Fuck. Worth a shot.
How much
At
would a
this
blue
point, I've read
dragon
you-
horn go for? The one that turns into the staff.
That would probably go for a lot.
What about the dragon scales? That also go for a lot?
Wait, which staff are we
A little
talking about
less.
that the dragon horn turns into?
That was the wand.
Oh, the wand.
I don't think the wand
the
does
only thing-
anything for us, really.
The only thing I have not read that he has is Nolzur's marvelous pigments.
Hey, yo.
I love those!
I want those. How much are those?
These pigments would be 200 silver.
Oh! Shit! I'm sad there's only 2 items that I would buy from this guy. They're both 200 silver. One's 280. You said he had a scroll of the Viltrolic sphere? Is that what the Fellow?
Ultralytic sphere.
What does that do
Yes,
again?
He does have one of those.
Is that the acid
That's
fireball?
the big acid. That's the big acid fireball. Yeah.
Ooh. How much is that? Because that is interesting.
Here.
And that's
Where'd
based
it
off of
go?
whatever the scroll.
Fourth level spell scroll.
That's the scroll's DC, right?
Where'd it go? Primal.
Well, in
to-
order to cast a spell scroll, you have to be able to cast it anyways.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ultralytic
It's a
sphere
sorcerer
scroll
with a
scroll
spell.
is
Really?
640 silver.
I didn't think that was how those work.
Mm-hmm.
640 silver.
I learned that when
Six-
I looked up. I was looking at stuff after I had failed to cast Cloud Kill and realized I shouldn't have been able to try anyways.
I didn't think that's how that worked.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
I think we were ruling it differently. You can
were
attempt, but it's
before.
just a higher DC.
We were before.
Yeah. It's just it doesn't come up too often.
If the spell...
Well,
Oh, see, it's... I've always done it because how it is on... Most of the time, it's usually just if the spell's class is higher level than you can normally cast, you have to roll for it. I didn't realize it had
Anyways,
to be
are
part
you
of your
guys
class, too.
buying anything from him?
I'm still trying to sell the Pookie Pookie wing and quill, and
Okay.
wonder how much
They'll
the
give
blue dragon horn
you.
is.
They'll give you 50 for both. The dragon horn, he'll give you probably 900.
Ooh.
I'm very interested in the marvelous pigments and the mind reading potion.
I'll hold on to the Pookie Pookie quill and wing, and sell the horn.
I think you guys had 2 of those, right? Or did you only get the one?
I only got one. Someone else might have got one.
I have.
Because I thought you said
Bag
you,
of
as one of
Scales
our
and the
harvests,
Soul
you were
of
just gonna
Ursa.
give us both the horns,
Mm-hmm.
and you
So
were
someone
like,
should
"That's
have
just
a
gonna be
second
one of our carves, so we should have both horns."
I
Because you
only
just told us
remember.
we could have them.
I only remember getting one.
I thought it was Ophelia that got.
No, I got the Solar Bursa and a bag of scales.
I also got a bag of scales.
So
I've
Someone
been
has
handed
it.
a wing,
Scales.
the sack, and a quill.
Because I wanted to make my bag of scales into better, like, armor. Because they're light.
take a picture of this.
Should we get a greater healing potion just in case things get spicy? I don't think things will
I
get.
think we'll be all right. We have a bunch of regular healing potions and 4 people who can cast healing magic.
All right, I'm probably gonna grab those. I think I am gonna grab the marvelous pigments, man.
Right.
Those are 200 gold, you said?
Yes.
100. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull out my calculator.
We've lost Nimber again.
I don't know what's going on.
Nimbo,
with
no.
Nimbo.
Nimbus
No,
back and
not
do not
this
disturb.
Can I drag the marvelous pigments? I can
Nimbo
drag the
back.
marvelous pigments out of the compendium.
Drag Nimbo back.
Oh, give me a second. I'm putting pictures in no mic for you guys just to see the prices. I'm sorry, it comes out to be really small in that first one. It's a very long list.
All right, I will grab the marvelous pigments.
Would he sell the bag of scales for, by the way?
Yeah, I wanted to
Buy
know
the
that
bag of
too.
scales for?
Yeah, buy the bag of
Yeah.
scales for. That's 200.
100 silver.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
not a lot. I think I would rather
Not
just
worth
make.
it. I'd
Yeah,
rather do
I think
armor, yeah.
we would get better armor out of it, Vinny.
Yeah, we both have a bag of scales, so we'd
Mhm.
have 2 chances of making something.
Dustin, are you wanting to sell any of the stuff you gave to me to hold on to?
I'm gonna get rid of the Pookie Wing and Quill. You said 50 for both, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've literally been holding on to them, and I can't really use them. So, if you wish to get rid of them, you're more than welcome to. I've dropped them off with you, and I've gone to find a druid about some crazy stuff.
Goodness.
Very
What,
little of
find
this
druid, are we?
can be used for me. Yeah. I know shops are too expensive. I don't want to be a murder hobo, so I'm off to find a druid.
You go find druid.
So, Austin,
Yes.
I have the Solar Bursa, which in armor gives advantage against AoEs, saving throws, or when using a weapon you gain crisis. Would you want me to keep that for you?
Van
You
said
have
he's
the
not
what?
allowed to stack crisis.
Yeah, but it
Well,
could be good just to put it on someone else and have another
well-
person with crisis.
yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it could be... Having the AoEs could be good, because you could just rush in and then bolt of fireballs and you're fine.
So
I could use it as a Russian and fireball. And be
so
fine.
Van, the
Is it
potion
10 copper for 1 silver?
Even more fine.
it is
10
a
copper,
copper,
is
1 silver.
yes.
Van, so the
So I don't wear armor, so the only thing it could be put in is a weapon, and I just got a shiny new weapon, so I personally don't need it. If you wanted to give it to somebody else,
Van, the
or do with it as you
Anyone
will.
wants
Van, the
water?
mind reading potion is 280, right?
280, yes.
If I were to buy that and the acid fireball, would he be willing to sell me both for 820? Since
Here, how much of a discount is that?
it'd be a
280
be a good it'd be a good
plus-
amount. Be a crazy amount, but
Ooh, thank you. 280 plus.
granted, I have
30
already
plus 640, that's 900. That's 920.
And you wanted to buy them both for how much?
820.
820, you said?
820, but also I did just buy the pigments from him as well.
So you just want 100 gold off.
I'm literally would be giving him all I have. Like I would only have 6 silver left over. That's why I'm asking.
Making me a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on, roll 20. Wait, hold on. I have a thing. I want to see if, because I can get an advantage on a persuasion check, I think. I gotta see if, oh, I have to perform to him for 10 minutes. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Alright, I'll just make the persuasion check.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I'll give you 100 gold off.
Ah!
You seem to be a bard that hasn't asked me to rub my tongue all over your body, so...
I wouldn't be interested, but I appreciate the items. So that is...
You say Scroll of Disintegrate, and the me from back when I first started playing D&D is extremely excited.
Okay, that is the...
That was my favorite spell.
How much would I get for the
Foliatric
Solar Bursa?
Sphere.
Solar Burst, what did it do, if you've written it down?
So, the Solar Bursa, when used in armor, gained advantage against fire-based AoEs, saving throws, and when used in weapons, you gain crisis.
It
And
was the really rare
then-
thing from the
Yeah.
Solar
Galvanist.
Burst.
And then I
He'll
need...
give
Yeah.
you...
I think it was the rarest thing from the Galvanist.
Yeah, I think I rolled really high on my survival for that one.
It's because I'm pretty sure the tailpiece stuff wasn't the rare stuff. It was this specifically was like the top tier.
Alright, I have 6 silver left
I
over.
can
Did you
give
nat
you...
20 for it?
What creature did this come off of?
The giant fucking Galvanist,
Galvanist.
that knocked all, like, a majority of us.
Yeah.
that Nala
Oh,
went
no, that
to
was
fight
him.
on his own.
That was him in character asking what creature it came off of.
It
Ooh.
was. What? Do we actually know the name in?
Yeah.
the character?
Yeah, Galvanis.
Oh. It was a Galvanis.
I'm gonna have to
I'll
roll to
give
cast
you-
this. Yikes. That's okay though.
200 gold.
That's
Excuse-
2,000 silver.
Pardon me, huh?
I.
For what the hell? For the
Vinny,
thing?
fucking do it.
What
Vinny,
the
fucking do
Vinny? That's amazing. Take that. We're-
Yeah, no, I
What
hand
was it?
him the solar burst and I will take my 200 gold.
God
Sure.
damn.
Yeah, that's an item that could have given someone always having advantage against any fire AoE forever. Off the table.
Yes, and also,
And
it's
the
another.
Fang was
it would've
only
been
200?
or Crisis.
It's
Fang was
Crisis.
only 200 silver.
But like a
and it
lot of
also-
our fighters
the-
are, a
those
lot of our martial
solar
classes
bursts that
already
gave a
have
lot.
big stuff, including the barbarians. And not only can Nala not stack Crisis, Frud already has his shit, and Clank can't fall under Crisis.
I mean,
easily, so
Frud-
it's not worth it.
Frud has his shit, but he could have still used Crisis.
The AoE stuff was really good, but at the same time, we've
2,000
only.
silver.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll eat the solar bursa and then open his mouth up and there's a stack of gold coins.
Wow.
I
think-
grab it and put it in my bag.
I think it would be better if it was just AoEs in general, but it's only fire AoEs anyway.
No, fired.
Fired?
No, fire
Hey
AoE.
man,
Fi-
you say
no,
you have
no.
more money.
Fire damage giving AoEs.
Yeah, that's what I
So
thought.
like
See, I was
fireball.
yeah,
I think immolation falls under that.
yeah.
Flame
So
strike.
this is what I.
Firestorm.
This is what I had.
Fire sword. That's the other one I was trying to
This
figure.
is what I
or think
copied
of.
and pasted into mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Van, he has more mundane shit too, besides what's on that list, right?
Yeah.
Does he have armor for
I
a
just
horse?
didn't feel like.
Horse armor.
You would know your horse is a special case because of its size.
Okay, so that's a no.
You would probably need
That's
to get
fine.
barding made for the
I-
horse.
We'll look at
Fine.
Ralphie and ask him if there's anything he wants.
Need some waters for when he turns into a werefish.
Um,
I'll get him a fishbowl.
Ralphie will look around. And then he'll peruse and I saw something about. I'll buy it with my own money.
What is it? What are you going to buy?
Don't worry about it. And then he'll kind of like scooch off.
I insight check him. I also want to vibe check him at the
Okay.
same time. So I'm gonna roll
I
insight.
check him.
12.
He's planning something, but he doesn't want you to know what he's planning.
Ah,
And he's
he bought the
feeling
spell
excited.
scroll of- He
He's
bought
feeling
the spell scroll of
excited.
Disintegrate
Okay.
so he could get rid of someone in the party that's annoying him. So his transformation into the werefish can be successful.
I have a Pookie shell.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to describe Ralphie climbing a tree and everyone goes, "Where squirrel? Where squirrel? Where squirrel? Where
Where's
squirrel?"
squirrel? Where's squirrel?
Right? Where he's got to be a where squirrel.
Right?
See, again,
Where's
I don't
squirrel?
think he actually is. But
No,
it's
I don't
one
know
of the,
what
it
he
was
is.
ammo
It's
that was given
weird.
to me. He's your soon-to-be fiance.
Van,
Hmm?
I have the Pookie shell.
Del?
Does he want it?
Okay. Did you happen to write down what it did?
No, hold on. I think that one was in loot though.
Yeah, if it's in loot, just tell me. When you find it. Is anyone else buying anything? Any other potions?
Maybe. How much is a greater?
Raider? Greater healing potion. 150.
Sure, I'll take it.
Does anybody
Okay.
know Revivify or no?
Yes, you have a cleric.
Hey.
They're currently stepped away from their computer, but you have a cleric.
Awesome.
And I will say, for the sake of it, this mimic probably does have diamonds. If you guys want to stock up
How
on
much are diamonds?
diamonds
Yes,
worth.
how much are diamonds?
Well,
hey,
it's not how much are diamonds.
who's-
Revivify calls for a diamond
a
worth 300 silver.
300 silver.
Gold.
Who
Yes, silver.
who has this?
Well,
Who
silver.
put the skip stones that we got from fighting Yvonne in their inventory? And do we want them?
Those are really fucking useful.
They are, but they feel very situational. But I'm not gonna argue to sell them. I was just scrolling through XP and loot.
What are we
Yeah,
talking
no,
about?
I didn't save what the shell does.
The skip
Uh,
stones.
Then he'll probably give you 75 silver.
Austin, the skip stones, basically you can throw them. Each creature has to make a con save or be thrown forward in time till the start of your next turn. They each disappear for a round of combat. But they're single use. We have 5 of them, which is the max you can kind of find in a pile. But as soon as you use one, it crumbles.
Which is really interesting because you could use it on the party to avoid like an AoE, like that you can see coming. So you could be like, oh, let's skip forward in time a little bit and be here after this thing explodes.
Yeah. And then we are not selling the damn pocket clock. If anyone tries to argue that, I'm murdering your character.
Pocket cock, what? How'd you get that out of Volka's bag?
The Chronomancer's pocket clock, the thing that 3 times a day can cast haste, and while it has 3 charges, you can break it for obviously forever and cast time stop.
All right, if no one else is buying anything or selling anything, you guys are free to move on to
I got
the rest of the
one
town.
question for you.
Yep.
Before we go, the Galvanus thing. Could I possibly get more for it somewhere else?
Maybe.
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 Do you remember what it's made into?
It's probably used in weapons to give, if I had to guess, +1 to piercing damage. If I had to guess. But I know it was a weapon ability.
I'll just hold on to it for parts.
All right, take that sheet. Take that money back off your sheet.
No, just to make sure.
I never sold it.
Oh, you never sold it.
So just make sure the pigments only do inanimate
200.
objects. I already
Yeah,
bought
only
them.
inanimate object. Yeah.
Yeah, I already bought. Okay.
And there's enough for 1,000 square feet.
I thought it was 100. Hold on.
I was reading it while we were talking. It's 1,000.
Did I misread it just now? Am I retarded? I might be retarded.
Eve, are you cleaning your fingernails with an X-Acto knife?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I do that all the time.
What a
You
what
fucking
a
madman.
what a fucking Chad. Oh, you're
Yeah, I
right.
do that all the time.
I have
You
a
turn it to where
goddamn
the
nail
sharp side is
file.
over here, and then I can just clean out the dirt from underneath my fingernails.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
there's a
It
surprising
takes
amount for
10
some
minutes
reason.
to cover up to 100 square feet. I see. Wait, I can make
All right.
weapons with this?
Whatever you paint becomes real.
Holy shit. Obviously, it won't be magical.
Yeah, but
Okay. But I could always get it enchanted.
wait, I need to read the rules of that item for a second.
So the other thing you would learn about the town is that its one main tavern is called the Oaken Tap.
Near
there are several other-
tavern.
There are several other smaller shops like tailors and just generic other shops that just sell not magic items. If you guys wanted to pick up anything in particular.
Niran would go into the tailor's shop to see what kind of clothes they have.
Ophelia would
I
also go.
will also go to the tailor shop because I've been wearing the same clothes since I've gotten.
Niran's been forced to wear the same clothes since he got covered in tar.
Yeah. I have my seaming ring, but that isn't a permanent fix for me.
So as you enter the tailor, there's a front counter, and there is an elven woman with really big hair and really big earrings that just looks at the group of you and goes, "Oh, by the gods, you needed to be here a week ago. How can I can see how I can help you."
Ma'am,
And-
I trust your judgment. Go ahead and pick something out for me.
I just
Do
need.
you want me to draw you a bath?
Considering for the last 3 weeks I've been bathing once a week in a lake, yes. And the last time I did, I got bit on the ass cheek by a snake. I would love one.
You mean multiple snakes, multiple times, and the same type?
That snake. I miss Marlin.
Oh my
Ophelia
God.
saddens.
So, and
Ophelia
a
looks
full
sad.
a full outfit of your choosing is going to be 25 silver for a regular everyday outfit and 45 for a fancy outfit.
Oh, we're going to a wedding.
I was gonna say, do people
Um,
need fancy outfits for
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
I'll take a fancy outfit.
Niran's gonna cringe and he's gonna look at Nala and he's gonna be like, "That we're all going to a wedding. Please fit these people with some nice clothes."
Nala looks offended. These are my best clothes. What are you talking about?
Van,
I
Both-
am
take a set
I,
of
would I
both
be
the-
correct in
clothes.
assuming that the brooch has some form of formal dress?
Yeah,
style
it does.
that I could
But
use?
you also have a feeling that the outfit that you were given by the Countess may be
Is
your
inappropriate.
formal attire. No, knowing the Countess, it may be your formal attire.
So you may not need this. But yeah, Ophelia will grab a set of formal clothes.
Ralphie will as well. Ophelia, what outfit do you end up getting if you want to describe it?
Ophelia would probably get something very simple. Her taste probably followed the same line as her mom, so it's all very dark. So she'd probably know not to wear black to a wedding, but it would probably be very dark in color. So probably a dark brown or like a dark red or even a dark purple. Something along those lines.
I need a
So-
dark purple tuxedo.
So Ophelia, you're standing in the little section where it's like the 3 mirrors surrounding you, and the
Yeah.
lady is she's like sewing and tightening and bringing in the pants in some action and letting out the shirt a little bit in places. When Ralphie you see Ralphie run up behind you in the mirror, and he jumps up and he puts a tiara on your head that he bought at the magic shop.
That's so cute.
And then cast Disintegrate.
I'll
Ophelia
So
will
upsetting when we put an arrow through his.
listen. You be nice to.
When the werefish attacks.
Stop.
I'll actually let Spec decide on
Ralphie
something.
gets scared of a dog. Everybody, wear cat, wear cat, wear cat.
Oh my God.
You're correct.
Man, you gave us a gun and the ability to load it. Don't get mad when we fire it.
It's just the fact that
Oh.
every time he interacts with something, his lycanthropy form changes.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't think he's a lycanthrope, but the
What
joke
the
is
fuck
funny.
is he? What is he?
Trying to fuck you.
Wayne, what were you
Fuck him
saying?
and find out.
Now that we've put that out.
I was gonna say I would actually like to consult Spec on what attire we should look into, considering he does change into my top most of the time. So whatever he prefers.
Your hats.
Hey, Van.
Spec becomes a really tall black top hat.
All right. So I will try to get something to match that, and also try to get it tailored to where it actually fits
Van, Husker's gonna look for that.
my bones as well.
Okay, a purple tuxedo. Got you. I think you and Corwin are matching.
Oh, we are? Okay.
No, if we're matching,
No. Yeah, no, I just.
They come out of the dressing rooms, make eye contact. Well, one of us has to change.
There's not enough
Yeah,
room for both of us to
he's looking
be.
for a
we
purple
flipped the coin.
tuxedo.
Husker's gonna change.
Yeah, I don't think a purple tuxedo works on a purplish blue tiefling in the first place.
You shut the hell up. We had Molly Mock.
And you know what? He died. He was put down like a dog.
But you know what?
Damn.
He died looking really sexy. And then came back as the big villain.
He did.
Husker in
He
a
did
fucking
have a
cheetah
pretty.
print suit.
He
or
did
a
have a
zebra
pretty cool
print
coat.
suit?
Mollymac did have a really cool coat.
Husker walking in like the manager of a Miami nightclub.
Look, he walks in
I am-
looking like Majima from Yakuza.
I am actively putting in my
Is it
inventory purple
distasteful for
tuxedo.
Niran to wear a white shirt to wear a white tuxedo?
Alright, it's actively in my inventory that I have a purple tuxedo.
Uh,
I have nothing more that I need here.
Or right out here with that Steve Harvey fit. Not Steve Harvey. What? No, Steve Harvey. Right? Yeah.
I look looking like
Alright,
Walter from Fringe.
Ryan, what were you saying? Wayne?
I'm here. Oh, hello? There we go.
Hello.
I'll find something
You're
to
here.
match the top hat. But I want to get the kind of like the Aberoth ascot instead of like a tie. And I want to. It'll need to be tailored like
Okay.
how my current clothes are tailored to where I can have little suspenders so shit doesn't just fall off.
Okay. Yep. You finish your outfit and you walk out and present yourself to everyone. And Randor looks nice, but at the same time, walking out behind Randor is Sir Cheddars, who has gotten a whole new suit tailor.
Oh god damn it!
And it is head to toe gold sequins.
Oh my god!
Just gold sequins from the top hat.
All right, I want something like that then, Van.
Oh, you're an asshole.
No. What? No. Well, he messaged me a thing. All right, yeah, you can drop that in visual aid if you want.
I was gonna say it'd be fun. It fucking is like sees Cheddars. I want that one.
Yeah, and he'll shoot Velio a wink before he struts his stuff with a little cane in front. Oh, there's a little bow tie on the end of his rat tail.
All I need now is a pink afro.
Volta, did you want to buy a fancy outfit?
I'm thinking about it. I just don't know.
That's what Husker
whether or
comes
not.
out wearing.
I don't know. She would probably look to Ophelia and ask, Ophelia, say, what do you think? Reckon I can get away with one of the different types of that gold dress, or need something different?
Ophelia would think about your outfit options.
Niran would cough and be like, members, some of the Fae don't see the dress.
Ophelia would think about your dress options, and then she would
So
go.
wear it. Just wear it.
Well, yes. So just wear the dress.
I
Just
think
wear
it may
the
be
dress
more
to the wedding.
appropriate to find a dress that will not stand out too much.
Just wear a dress to the wedding, and then like
In our case, we
do
don't
like
wanna
some
stand
body
out
art
too
that says
much.
something extremely extremely offensive to the Fays.
So
No, that
she's
is-
basically
that is
saying, yes,
fair.
find a dress.
And yeah.
Comes out in a
try to
purple
find
tuxedo.
Something. No. I don't know how I'd describe it. I'll probably just look for an image that looks similar and then dump it in visual aids.
Naren's gonna look over at Husker and be like, "Do you think a cape is too much?"
As he waves his cape.
Fixes his own cape.
It's really funny, though, because this is what I had in mind. And Niran asking, is a cape too much? Is just fucking funny.
I have my cloak. Oh, that's what I want. Cape of billowing.
Cape of billowing.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright. With that and outfits bought,
I like how no one bought outfits for Nala. He's just showing up in his fishing attire.
Nala,
I
handle
think
your
Nala would
man.
do that
Or not
anyways.
Nala.
You know, you're the guy who,
Yeah.
Nala,
you're
handle,
the guy handed a
your
tray.
man.
It's like, serve on trays.
Listen,
Okay,
we know
Frankie,
that
give
we're
me a
smart
minute.
enough to know if we try to get Nala in something else, we're gonna show up with one less party member to the wedding.
No, because it's gonna be Volta's paid for an outfit. He's gonna wear a fucking outfit.
Puts it
So
on,
Volta
just
would pay
slowly
for
starts
formal
ripping
attire
pieces
as well.
off. Just slowly starts ripping pieces off to make it look like what he wants it to look like, till he just accidentally shreds the entire outfit.
I would lose my.
Nala doesn't like fancy restrictive clothes, so like he just
Give him a
it's like,
bow tie.
Please give him a bow tie with a fish
No.
pin.
No. All you need is a regular tie, but it's just fish print. It's like different fish, and it's just a tacky tie with a bunch of fish, and then
Nala would wear a tacky tie.
and then the man I love MILF's hat.
I like Nala.
Man. Milk.
Man,
Volta's over there
the man
looking
I
at
love
look-
fishing hat.
Volta's over there looking at really nice outfits for him. He comes over with his tie. He's like, well, what do you think?
Great question. I wasn't taking no for an answer.
All right. Do you guys head out to the tavern after purchasing your outfits?
Depends. Does Austin still want to look for the druid? Or are we brushing over that now?
Oh no, I'm just asking if you guys are going, and then we're gonna get to Austin and his druid.
Try and stop Husker from the tavern.
All right, Nala, you've wandered out to the outskirts of town, and there is indeed a large hollowed-out pumpkin.
he'll kind of go up and like knock on the pumpkin. Excuse me. I'm looking for someone knowledgeable about
Then
the
you gotta drag
surroundings.
Nimba back down again.
From a nearby pile of brush and mushrooms, there's movement as a woman stands up from the brush, almost completely nude, just covered in moss, maybe about 5 feet tall, brown hair full of twigs and leaves and what could be a chipmunk or two, and she goes, "May I help you?"
Ah, wonderful. Someone that knows this area. I've been traveling with a group of friends, but every time I've been in the waters nearby, I seem to have found some sort of beast displacing the regular wildlife, and I can't seem to get a catch on it. Do you have any information on what might be antagonizing these poor fish?
In the ponds.
In the
Well,
ponds.
no beast I know of that. Come closer. You've been in these ponds, correct? Come.
Yes, and he'll approach. He has like this is just a senile old lady. He's dealt with these in his hometown. Like wonderful. This is something actively familiar to him.
As you get close, she'll quickly grab your face and just lick the side of your face and go, yes, yeah. No, this beast, it follows you. Not to this area. An invasion. Not, well, you taste funny. No.
So it's following me, not just the area.
Seemingly so. Care for some tea?
I would love some tea.
Good. And she'll reach into her hair and start taking out like different clumps of leaves. Come.
He's going on a journey of the mind.
Okay. He was nonplussed about like the licking thing. Like he's been in the carriage with his wife and at least 2 others at any point in time for the past 4 weeks. So that just it kind of just zipped right over his head that was not an okay, like that was an odd thing to do. So yeah, he'll go in for a spot of tea.
She doesn't walk with a hunch or anything, but she's very, very sly elven woman. The pumpkin is just that, a carved out pumpkin, sticky inside and all, no furnishings, partially rotting. And then she'll take 2 cups and stick them down into the floor where some of the pumpkin juice has pooled. And then she'll stick the leaves in it, and then she'll seemingly cast some magic to make her hands grow hot, which boils the water quickly. Here, tea.
Ah, wonderful. I've been craving something to drink, and he'll take a sip of the drink.
Yes. It's awful.
He continues to drink. Like this is not great to
Like
be drinking, but he's too
medicine
nice.
taste on steroids.
It's
Yes.
very unique taste.
What brings you to the Fae, large man?
I was brought here via a portal, through mirrors and the like. It was very odd, but I come here to rescue a friend. They were taken from us, and it's been a very long journey. But I wish to see them again. If they were to return to my home, I would take them, regardless of what other people say. If they do not, I will respect their wishes.
You seem troubled. What is your problems?
He'll pause and think. My biggest problem, I would say, then, is a lack of memory. My time has been reset. When I was much younger, well, not much younger, but when I was younger, there was a stormy day, and what I thought was just a simple strike of lightning appeared to be that I'd ventured into the Fey realms under the want of a god that we know of, Varden. He sent myself and many others on numerous quests to prove ourselves for his hunt. Myself and these fellow adventurers, the ones that lived anyways, became supposedly called the Relentless Hunters. We traveled many times, fixed many problems, but I don't remember these. Seems during our final battle as a group, things did not go according to plan, and we broke the cave above us to destroy, at least delay the death that would have came from the caves. In the moments before we would die, Varden sent us back to our timelines, our worlds. I have this odd power that, to me, I felt like I received only months ago, but to my memories I've had for a very, very long time. And I only have fragments of these memories. I've met with and said goodbye to several of these party members, so I know that they're not. I know that they're memories, not just inane whispers in my head. But beyond that, I do not know. It plagues me that I cannot even tell you for certain who I am.
As you look at her, you could see a bit of drool coming out of her mouth, coming about down to her chest, and her eyes just glassy. Ah, memories you have lost. I nearly just went into Yoda. I just went super
Memories
Yoda.
you have lost.
Memories you have lost. My brain went. It's time for Yoda. You've lost memories. I can help with that. The Dan can. And she'll go and she'll start digging into the floor. She'll crouch down and start digging into the floor, and she'll pull out like a cylinder of like dried, like a huge dried leaf that's tied up with twine. Here,
And
you may have these. And she'll like slowly waddle over.
he'll hold out, open his hands.
Yes, it seems to be a bundle of something wrapped in leaves.
He'll look to her. Do I open the bundle?
You may. I don't know how you would get to it.
He'll nod and he'll start undoing he'll put it in his lap and then start meticulously undoing the bundle of leaves.
Inside is a bunch of like 2-inch strips of intertwined bark or plant material. Actually, no, it's not. It seems to be intertwined bark, but as a close perspective, it becomes almost tubular in the middle. It seems to be 2 different kinds of bark that have wrapped around each other to make a tube, and there is some kind of fungus or plant material inside of the tube that's filled it.
What is this?
Well, I believe most people call it brain root, but I simply refer to it as mother root. You smoke it when your mind is most clear. It reveals things you have forgotten.
Reveal things you've forgotten.
Indeed, but I warn you, sometimes it reveals things that you do not wish to remember, and there is no going back.
I see. You're saying that regardless of what it recalls, it does not choose. It just helps you recall whether this is traumatic or not.
Indeed. And only when your mind is most clear.
When your mind is most clear.
Yes.
I would say I feel the most relaxed. Is that the similar?
No. Do you wish to try it now?
He'll kind of sit up and go, yes, what may I call you?
Most people call me Crazy Druid Lady, but I believe my name was once Miranda. That is not the name the trees give me, though.
What is the name the trees gave you?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Yes, Miss Miranda, I would like to try this now.
And you watch as she suddenly lies back into the muck of this rotting pumpkin, and then just spreads her legs. She goes, "It is time to clear your mind."
Okay. Now I just have to say something. I come back after my stomach was messing with me for like an hour. And that's the first thing I
Yes. Next question.
hear. Okay, glad we're on the same page.
Nala pauses for a moment. Volta came with Nala, right? Or was she
No,
not there?
it's just
that
you.
that was your decision, but Van said no.
Okay. Nala like blinks and goes, "Are you meaning for us to sleep together, woman?"
Do you clear your mind? That is when your mind is most clear. Or after.
What in the
Nala
hell
pauses.
is happening?
Don't ask.
And he's having a moral dilemma here. He's like, I have a wife.
Then use her! And she'll grab a clump of rotting pumpkin and throw it at you.
He'll let it smack him and go, yes, Miss Miranda, I apologize. I did not understand what was being asked. I thank you for your help.
Oh, very welcome. If you don't mind, I have mushrooms to sniff. And she'll start wandering out of her pumpkin.
Nala's gonna go attempt to find his wife.
The rest of you at the tavern, what are you guys doing? To describe the inside, it is a typical tavern. It is the only one in town, so it is everyone's local. So as we've gotten to later in the day, it has packed out with the locals.
Question.
Hmm.
Are we leaving this town at the end of the day, or are we staying for a night?
You're leaving the town. You'd be staying for a night. And you're
Okay.
leaving in the morning.
Is there a place to perform to try to make some money?
You could try to take the
That would be
stage.
nice.
Is there someone on the stage?
Right now, there is a younger man who is doing a juggling act.
I will wait patiently.
All right. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Are there any cute girls around for Niran to flirt with?
What's Niren's standards looking like?
Well, I mean, right now they're a little tainted because he was just with the countess, but
Countess and Volta? Man, the girls here are looking subpar. They're looking
God.
real subpar.
compare them to the town then.
There's a few, 3 or 4 girls in here. Well, it's mostly elven.
Niran will find a table that's mostly girls and buy them some drinks.
All right, so you start. Okay. So you begin to flirt with this table of elven women. What are the rest of you doing?
I want to go and sit up at the bar.
All right. So
Husker's
you go and
probably
sit
gonna
up at the
write in his journal a little bit and
okay.
order a drink.
All right, Volta. As you sit up at the bar, you overhear a conversation between two younger elven boys, well, elven men, not boys, and you watch as one nudges his shoulder like, "Hey, is that owl folk flirting with your grandma?" He'll turn around and spit his drink.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna chuckle a little. And
You
really
won't
toss
even
up whether or
help?
not. No, I will go. I'll order a drink and ask for it to be left where I was sitting, and then walk over to Niran and just sort of like rest my arms on his shoulders from behind him and just lean down and go, "You're flirting with someone's grandmother, by the way. Just thought I'd give you the heads up." And then she'll turn around and go back to the
Niran,
bar.
she looks like she's in her 20s,
Niren's
maybe
gonna
late 20s.
Niren's gonna act like he grab your arm and lean his nose against your cheek and whisper, I mean, she doesn't look bad.
You know,
You're not into
Niran.
I
guilt.
think I'm gonna
He's
leave
great.
you to your bad decisions, and I'm gonna go and get a drink at the bar.
He's just gonna
Damn
smile
it,
as she
Eve.
walks away and whisper loudly, experience, Volta.
I've done plenty
I mean,
of experiencing in
hold
the
on.
past 5
Volta
years,
has
bitch.
no room for talking right now, considering we've all been locked within a vampire's domain. We have no idea how old this vampire is, and she's been letting her do all sorts of things.
Hey, I was just letting Nira know that they're actively flirting with someone's grandma.
Oh shit, is that person gonna start a fight with me?
Yeah, brain function. But yeah, after that,
Over
I'm
my
going back to the bar to get my drink.
Okay.
Wait, Volta, did you just leave your drink unattended at a foreign bar?
Yeah,
And go back to go drink it?
yeah. She doesn't think.
We know.
She's immune to poison.
Indeed.
And she doesn't need to breathe.
And she doesn't need to breathe.
Van, is a juggler
Winning.
done?
The juggler finishes.
Okay, let me roll a performance.
Um,
Hold on, let me look at some stuff for you.
Niran, not Niran, Corin, as you go up the stage, you also hear conversation at a table you pass by. Why is that owl flirting with the old woman's table?
It's not just one, it's all of them.
The whole table's elderlies. It's fucking great.
Yeah,
Corin walks over to that table and says, Corin walks over to the table.
Selves.
Real quick, before I go up there, I just want to clarify real quick. You said the owl is at the old person's table right now?
Yeah, that's where several of the more elderly lady elves like to sit so they can drink and watch the shows.
Okay.
Is that your
I just
friend?
wanted... Friend is a relatively loose term, but yes. I just wanted to know so I could put this in my back pocket for later.
Just a relatively
I'm loading
loose-
more ammo into my gun that I can fire at them later. Thank you.
This is great.
And as you're walking away, you go, I'm pretty sure one of those women helped birth me.
Even better. Okay.
This is why
Anyways,
Niren doesn't flirt with people.
I'll roll that. Hold on.
Niren would probably go back over and sit next to Volta.
Oh no, Niran, they're all over you.
You're not leaving.
Cougars, help! Did I ever tell you guys? Okay, here's a funny story that
God, I'm gonna have my throat is going to
So,
be dead tomorrow.
my
after
brother got a
tonight.
job at the Broadmoor, which is the fancy hotel of Colorado Springs.
Mm-hmm.
And they forced
God.
him. Part of his dress code was a clean-shaven face, and he delivered the wine to the bars that were in this fancy hotel.
Oh no.
And then he found out his second day why they required a clean-shaven face, and that is because all of the old ladies were flirting with him. And my brother realized
Oh.
that basically his dress code was to make him cougar bait.
I see. Pain.
So if next time you guys talk to Taylor, you can tell him about that.
All right,
Oh,
now
I
I
will.
have ammo loaded into my figurative
I
gun.
was gonna say, the
Yeah.
ammo's been loaded.
So we've done nothing this entire session, by the way.
Yes,
yeah,
but
Yes.
it's been
Next
chaos.
question.
But it's been wonderful.
Yeah, there's my 19 is my check. I was trying to see if anything gave me advantage, but
Yeah, it's a solid performance. It is a smaller town, so tips themselves, you pull maybe 15 silver.
cool. And I have by popular demand. Does that work here? With this performance.
If you perform, yeah,
Cool.
you can get a room.
Beautiful.
If nothing else wants to happen, you can all end up getting rooms for the night on the fact that off the back of Corin's performance. Niren,
Niren was
how many of these girls, air quote girls, do you want to take up to your room tonight?
Jules whispered behind me, all of them.
That's an option.
You know what? Niren would probably smile and like give them a really elaborate bow. He'd be like, "Well, I am off to sleep unless someone's willing to join me," and leave it open to whoever wants to follow him.
They all get up and they begin pulling you up the stairs. Volta, the guy sitting at the bar next to you, leans over the bar and just vomits.
Niren, breaking hearts and hips tonight.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll take good care of her.
It's my grandma. I want to know.
I'm gonna as I turn. If I see this guy,
Can Niren
yes,
hear
the
this?
library.
Can Niren hear
I'm
this
gonna
guy?
turn toward this kid and do the V and then the tongue thing.
Can Niren hear this guy?
No, Aaron, you've been carried up the stairs.
Because Niren would just call out, "Your grandma likes it from behind!"
Do what you know?
How'd you
An
know?
owl's intuition.
Nala, you arrive in the bar as things are quieting down after your adventures in the pumpkin. You see Volta at the bar sipping a fruity drink.
I would
Because
come
that's a
into
thing that can exist in a fantasy world, Eve. Cocktails can exist in fantasy worlds, Eve. Eve's camera's
Yeah, I know.
frozen. Oh, no, that's not.
I'll go and sit down by her, and I'll say what I just did in the thing. I learned some interesting information. Supposedly, the aquatic beast has been following me, and I'll also need to smoke this after exhausting you like in the library.
Jesus Christ. So where exactly did you wander off to?
The outskirts of town, there was a very large pumpkin with a very elvish woman. She was a druidic nature. Lucky mentioned her. She had some odd things. She's had insights on the place, saying that the beast doesn't seem to be native, but is following me, not the area. So that is why we've encountered it more than once. And asked me my problems. I said it was mostly a memory issue. She said we could try this thing called the Mother's Root, and that whether it is good or bad, it will help you recall things. But it must be done in a very clean state of mind. And then when inquired, gave the information that it must be done after sex.
Hippies, man.
You know, it's been a while since I've been asked to be used for sex, but I suppose it's okay.
I suppose it's okay.
He raises an eyebrow and goes, Are you not implying that every night that the Countess has questioned for you, you've not been asked?
You raise a valid point. One that I am not going to acknowledge much further. Do you want to smoke this thing or not?
I would love to be with you tonight, Theory.
Let's go. I think I'm done drinking for tonight.
Fair enough. Anything happened while I was gone? As he starts getting her up the stairs.
Niran flirted with a table of old ladies. I think he's taking them all to bed as well. That's gonna be kind of interesting in the morning.
Noel pauses it like mid-step for like half a second before continues and goes, Good on him. He's been lonely ever since the carriage ride the other night. And you had to force him on that one.
As you two are moving up the stairs, the door opens again, and as the door opens, it's just legs. It is a set of purple muscular legs, and then they crouch, and it's just the legs end with a chest as the chest moves into the it's about 8 feet of legs topped with a chest.
Are you meaning like a treasure chest?
Yes.
No, it's. Is it
lucky.
Yes. As the chest walks in and then crouches down a little bit before the legs disappear into the chest, and it just sat on a stool. And you just hear, my usual, please, Robert. Which the guy proceeds to get 2 large wine bottles and just set them inside of the mimic, which closes, followed by the sound of crunching glass.
Now, I have so many
mimics
questions.
immune to poison?
Yes.
Damn it. I wanted to see a drunk mimic.
You wanted to get some of that mimic tongue. Shut up.
No, I didn't.
Shit, that's
Many
right, we're not
questions.
drunk anymore.
For another
I
night.
have standards.
Love, you might not be able to get drunk, but I'm very sure that we can find other ways to keep you entertained.
You know, it's
Now
like
listen,
the Flash, where they had to
Volta-
specially brew that type of fruit
Volta
so
can't
he could get drunk.
Yeah. Volta can't get drunk off alcohol, but there are other things you can get drunk off of.
And a person who's been drinking blood?
Like power.
Pleasure.
Gun.
Volta, the sex
Gun.
vampire.
Are we ending after we head out of this town, or what are we doing?
I'll be doing some wrapping up and setting up for next session.
Okay, sounds good.
So I assume, Volta, Nala, the deed is done. A noise complaint is filed.
And ignored.
Volta's a vampire. She gets to ignore those. It has
Uh,
been filed in the
Nala,
paper
I
section.
assume you light one of your bark sticks off of Volta's hair.
I was actively gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna. Since she's here to help me, she's gonna help be my fire for tonight.
The only other question I have is, Volta, do you also partake in the one that Nala lights?
Do you partake of the
Fuck
drugs?
it, yeah.
All
I don't know
right.
if there's anything that she wouldn't remember, but yeah, why not?
So Nala puffs his, and then he passes it over to you.
It's a puff and pass.
Partake of the drugs.
You know, we used to do these with these fish in the water.
I don't need to hear your fish stories. Let's just
So
enjoy
both
this
of you,
and go back to
already
fish
in a state of clarity, begin to experience an even greater clarity. As everything seems to slow a little bit. Nala, you recall you recall sailing on a ship across a aquamarine sea. The rest of the hunters are there. And it seems like a few of them are poring over a map. Let me just get my location right. Uh-oh, where's my big notebook?
Oh, he has the
Hold on.
notebook.
Move, dog, move. Where's the notebook?
Do you realize how little
Okay.
that knows?
My large notebook seems to be missing, but I should have a Google Doc of the file I wanted to read anyways.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
just like, I had half a mind when he said you were on a boat. I was like, do you realize how little that narrows this memory down?
Sailing across an aquamarine sea. So while Van's trying to find this, I would like to mention there's a sea beast that's been following me. And I've had when I put that on that mask, they were, hey, come back to us. And then we went to the Feywilds, and we know that there's a thing that wants me back that has been tried to tell me, and it's from the sea, and I'm very concerned that it's that thing.
So, Nala, as you peer
be
down at this
fine.
map from the rest of looking on, it is clearly marked as a map of the Isles of Dread, which seem to be a spattering, massive archipelago, I guess is the right word. Just a mass scattering of many large and small islands in this aquamarine sea. And you hear conversation. There's also other crew of the ship moving around. And you see the gnomish woman, eye patch and all, who is currently plotting a course on the map. I believe our entrance lies beyond these islands here onto the mainland. I believe there to be a city by the name of... Oh, no, I'm sorry, no. I believe that is also where the armies will be forming. If all is right, we should be able to enter the Underwilds from there. But it will be a brutal battle with Fomorians and the like. But that is months off at this point. We must get to this blasted archipelago first. But after the grove, it seems like nothing. And that is where your memory ends.
All right.
Volta. You have a memory of looking up at a star-full night sky. But you're moving really fast. You're being almost like shooken over and over again. And then you can look up and you can see your mother's face as she's holding you close and running with you.
Which mother? To clarify.
It is a
Oh,
fire genasi.
no.
One that you can see the similarities between you and her. You see and feel several cracks of earth, explosions ring out. You hear screams from nearby people. You see your necklace upon your mother's neck, swaying as she runs, glowing. What else? What do I want to tell you in this one bit?
What are you willing to tell them?
You watch the stars disappear, and it gets darker, and then you see the flowing hot cracks of lava within the wall, the superheated earth, the warm embrace of a volcano entrance as your mother runs through it, holding you tight as the heat gets hotter and hotter, but not uncomfortable. And that is all that you managed to gather from that moment. You and Nala wake the following morning.
Basically,
you
they got
remember
high,
anything?
remembered stuff, and went and passed out.
And pass the fuck out.
Yes. Next question.
Niran, you have a very busy night. You can start today with a level of exhaustion.
Thanks.
Hey, the life of a whore ain't easy.
I already had a level of exhaustion.
Have another.
You lose the level every long rest, and you've had multiple long rests.
Yeah.
Unless
I've
your
got a
concussion's saying you
concussion.
keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll lose the second one after a day. So
Okay.
How long until the concussion is healed?
I
What-
don't know. I
what do we need
wasn't
to do to
told.
fix
I
that?
wasn't told how long it lasts.
it should say.
Oh, 4 weeks. Never mind.
You've got
Oh,
a
we're
week
close
left,
then.
I've got a week left.
roughly,
Yeah.
because it was a 3-week trip
Give or
to
take a few.
Briar.
Give or take a few days,
Yeah.
depending on when
No,
you
no.
got the concussion.
And you've had it for a while, so you at the end of this travel, your concussion would have probably worn off.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Niran is no
Yeah.
longer concussed. Maybe he won't get bit by dysentery snakes anymore.
So do I just wake up surrounded by these elven ladies?
Surrounded by and still being used in some ways. Let's say you get a really good wake up.
They only have to sleep for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Shit.
They take it in shifts.
Is someone gonna come get Niran when it's time to go?
Velia will get him.
Villia, do you knock?
Yeah, just.
Aaron,
Are you in there?
Oh, one of the elven ladies will throw the door open in the nude and go, "He's busy. May we help you?"
Yeah, sadly, we need to start get moving again. He can't stay.
Can we have 30 more minutes?
I think I can. I think I can convince everyone to wait another half hour if that's what you need.
She'll nod, slam the door, and go, and you'll hear, "All right, ladies, we got 30 minutes. Let's break a bed."
Oh my god.
I've consigned him to damnation.
Poor Niran.
This was my first.
But also
This is
he
my
wanted
first
this,
truly
so
evil
It's
act.
the Waverly experience.
Fuck. Well, too late. Too late to help him now.
Yes, the sound of a wood headboard repeatedly smacking the wall and the eventual splintering of a bed frame can be heard.
Nala has a tear in his eye.
Jesus.
I'm so proud of you.
My boy.
Uh,
My boy.
Velia, you walk up to a room, door thrown open, now empty of everything except Niran, who is in a crater of a bed with like the spirals in his eyes.
He's in a Yamcha pose.
just Niran
He's
just
Pokemon fainted.
He looks
They're
like
in
he
j-
hasn't gotten but 20 minutes of sleep this whole night.
You okay, bud?
Niran,
He's just gonna
you're
nod.
yeah. Also,
You sure?
I'd say
The only thing covering Niran, by the way, is just a strip of fabric across his crotch. And you can see what seems to be bruises covering every inch of his skin.
Volta, a
Holy
group of
shit.
5 elven women pass you in the hallway, all wearing fancy like owl feather necklaces. And one seems to have Niran's underwear.
Whether or not
Dude.
to let Niran know.
Niran's gonna wrap himself in a bedsheet. Ladies, wait! I need one of those things back.
They laugh and they start running off.
I think you're out of luck, Niran.
You'll have to
It's
buy
okay.
new
We
underwear
can get
later.
you more underwear.
So now, you guys
It's
know
fine.
how fluffy his little feather things are usually. They stand up, and he's nearly bald on the top of his head. Like
Oh,
He's
poor
like-
buddy.
it's like they took my feathers.
Oh no, they
I
didn't take the
told them
feathers. They didn't take the feathers from your head, Niran.
Oh, he probably would have given
They-
at least
they've
one of them
groomed you.
one.
No, you're just well trimmed.
So he's just gonna kind of like look around wrapped in a bedsheet, and he goes, "Does this tavern serve coffee?"
Also, I'm imagining, later in the day, Grandma comes to visit her grandkids and children, sits down for lunch, coughs, and then just a puff of feathers.
That's really funny.
That guy from the bar proceeds to vomit again.
Niran, I think you need to get some more sleep. Just
If
thought.
we still have to ride in a carriage, I'll be fine.
Yeah, for another week.
Oh boy. Another week in a
You know what? I'm
carriage.
sticking with you from now on. I
Darren's just gonna
don't
smile
want you to
and
be
throw
broken
his arm
again.
around you, only one hand holding the sheet around him. He'd be like, you'll join next time then.
That's
His
not
bravado
what I
having
meant.
been fueled.
You do know that you do know that I have at least 2 arms that are fairly strong and could probably rip that off you and expose you to this entire place, right?
You'll see it too, and he's just gonna like chirp a little bit.
I
and then
already
fly
did
off.
once. It matters not.
It matters.
Um,
Oh, then why didn't
As you
join
all-
last night, Delia?
As you all make your way back to the carriage, in the early morning or the closer morning hours, you meet a parasailed and also nude countess standing and waiting by the carriages.
Darren probably just
Yeah.
throws on his pants and comes out with the rest of his stuff in tow.
But why is she
not been
still
awake
naked?
for
I
more than
don't
5
understand.
minutes. I woke up.
Good morning.
Help Niran, and now it's
Darren's
Morning,
just gonna wave at
sweethearts.
her. Darren's just gonna
I
wave
hope
at
you
her.
all had your fun.
He'll just place his hands on his hips and present the bite marks across his chest.
Oh, I can do so much
I'm
more,
not saying something.
my little
Uh,
feathered friend. Those bite marks
uh,
are nothing. You're presenting bite
Here-
marks to me.
That is a That's a thing.
That's a statement, and Niren's just gonna like look at.
That's a
look at,
challenge.
Oh.
He's gonna chirp and like put Volta in front of himself.
Oh, trust me, no, I'll bite some of that too tonight.
I'm not awake enough for this.
Anyways, we have time to go.
Indeed.
You all load up into the carriages.
We load up all right.
My main question is, with a week of downtime, there is maybe, I want to say, 10 uses of your mother route, Nala.
10 uses total or 10 uses left?
10 uses total and left would be the same thing. So total left.
I think a week of downtime
And
in quotation.
a one use can be shared between two people, we'll say.
Give me one
I
second.
love when you make biscuits. Please don't make them on my boob. Hurt.
It's Paige's job, Totoro.
That is.
Totoro looks so happy.
He's purring.
Cat.
He's a happy boy.
Hey, so with these weeks of downtime, were we able to use the lore book?
Snoop.
Technically, yes.
The ring.
Okay, Austin, I love
The
you, but
ring, yeah.
I gotta go.
That's okay, Wayne. We'll touch on it
Session
a
has
little
to
bit
end.
later. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to know if, before we end session, if Nala or Volta partake of any more of this route. Because if not, if Volta, I'll be real, if you do it one more time, you get pretty much everything I have for you for what you to remember.
What is
As
this
they
route?
stumble through
Niren's
words.
now
Wait, what is
curious
this?
about
What does
the
this
Would he
route
be
do?
told about?
It brings back memories.
Oh, fucking give that shit to Randor.
No,
And
goes,
you
Randor
want
smoked.
us to smoke
hold
it?
on, no. Noah goes, you want to puff this, Randall?
Oh
Doth
yeah,
thou
hold on,
crave some weed?
No, there's
Roll
there's,
me
ano-
up.
there's
No,
another
no,
there's another
guys,
step
Nala-
to
no,
this.
Nala, Nala, I've always wanted to say this. Roll me up a fat blunt.
Free?
All right,
Go.
Randall. There's some things that we're gonna have to do first.
Does it involve war
Oh.
crimes? I'm hoping it doesn't involve
In
war
some
crimes.
countries, it's just a crime. Yeah, in most countries, it's a
Um,
crime.
In all countries, it's a war crime.
You know, Ophelia's undead.
What?
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 What? Oh no.
Nella looks a little odd. Dia, could you explain to Randall what?
You need to fuck before you smoke it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
What exactly are the exact...
Ralphie gets real close to Ophelia, like hugs her, and gets between her and Randor.
No, skeleton man.
Ralphie, I'm not interested.
Here, wait, Rando, I have an idea. Give me your leg bone.
Excuse me, what?
Give me your leg bone.
Niren is asking for your leg.
My
I'm good.
Don't worry.
my shin or my thigh?
Just give me the whole damn leg.
All right, I'm gonna try to like balance and just give Niren a leg, which is weird because I
didn't
have
get the answer
to.
for my original question about Niren, but we now do know what Niren's trying to get into here.
No. He's gonna turn towards the Countess and say, "Can you help him out? May he bone you."
Oh my God! There's don't.
I mean, I can use it, but I doubt it will help him. No.
It'll be the
It
most
is what-
action he's seen in thousands of years.
Randall, you have to have perfect clarity. Most people find that clarity after being exhausted physically.
Are you
the
telling me I
easiest
have to
version
have
of that-
post-nut clarity right now?
Yes.
Oh God damn it!
Can we just hit him until he bone piles, and then once he comes up from that, will he be clear enough?
Wait, do I just have to have the exhausted condition?
No.
No.
No? But
I guess if we want to, and more uses will be used, Van. That I will put it at
Yeah.
that. More uses will be
Yeah.
used.
And you guys
You're
will try to
curious.
figure out how to make it to where Randor works.
Right. Now, how do we sex the skeleton?
Nala pulls up.
We didn't.
Volta Googles how to make skeleton come.
No. No.
No.
No.
Just no.
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 Niren would be curious though.
Does
like,
not
Would it just
produce.
shoot bone
is-
marrow? Would it
Stop.
just?
I'm
just
going
bone
to
marrow?
let
bed.
you all know that I'm being followed.
I'm. Yo, what?
say what?
I'm being followed.
By what?
Bye.
You know how I mentioned that every time I've gone into the ponds, there's been something I saw but not saw, and it's been following us. Yeah, it's not following the terrain; it's following me.
Niren's just gonna look at you like, "Oh, you fucked up."
I don't know what it is. I have guess, and it's not a good one. But yes, I am being followed by some sort of aquatic beast. Or semi-aquatic, at least. And it's big. It's very big. It's been displacing predator fish.
Oh, that's nice.
To my Feywild friends here, does the word the Grove ring any bells?
Do I roll for that?
That sounds
Yeah,
like
he
a
looks at
history
Ralphie.
What do we
check.
roll?
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
going
history
to
check.
because I need to as well.
Would
Yeah,
Ralphie
history check.
know?
Yeah, Ralphie will make a history check.
That's a 13.
Yeah,
That's
considering
not
where he
terrible.
came from.
That's
It's
a 7.
I got a 20.
So Niren,
16.
you, Niren and Velia would know of a urban legend. Oh,
Deals.
we lost Deals because he sat muted too long. Let me see here. Where did I put that thing at? Is it over here? Legends, yes. You would know tale of the Blackthorn Grove.
Oh,
Yeah.
That.
Now, see, Austin already knows what this is, but it's in reference to a different character, so I have to ask.
I'll read you just a little bit. The journey of the lost nature poses a beauty that is only rivaled by the works of the finest minds of mortals. Yet it is not a beauty born from will and determination, but from single-minded apathy to everything but oneself. Those who wander, departing from society due to misery or tragedy, who entered the untouched wildlands to find themselves will end up somewhere dark and perilous. The Blackthorn Grove is their destination, whether they know it or not. The maze of blood, lost and stranded, yet unafraid and uncaring of the outcome, the wandering souls will find themselves within a maze of bloody brambles and roses blacker than ink. And that is the surface knowledge of the Blackthorn Grove.
I
You
might
can find out the
legend lore
rest
that.
through a legend lore.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say.
legend lore.
Yeah. Do you
Mhm.
have more stuff ready to legend lore? Have you been writing?
You can legend lore Blackthorn Grove right now.
Sure. Niren will do that.
I'll
And
just
Wayne did say that he
continue
had to go.
reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a few paragraphs. Or I can save it for next session, and I can
Ne-
do
Yeah.
the Volta thing.
Next session would
let's
be
save for
best.
Uh,
Abby's
next
gonna get
session.
home. I gotta eat and then
So-
get ready for work.
Yeah.
Basically, you guys
So-
say yes. We remember something.
So, the following night, Volta, Nala, and maybe in the presence of others, reach a point of clear mind and partake of the mother root again. And I'll put something together for Nala next session, seeing how we're wanting to end soon. Volta, you once again, you're in dark, and suddenly there is light. You're crying, and then you feel yourself suddenly held tightly as you look up at a younger woman than last time, only slightly. Very ragged, heavy breathing, sweaty. And then holding her shoulder, looking down, is a male fire genasi who looks down at you, smiling. This is your birth.
Well, shit.
You're looking, I don't know. You get several flashes of other memories of who you now assume to be your father, holding you, singing you lullabies. Your mother in a strange chair. She sits with you and holds you and sings to you. You get flashes of outside, of where you're swaddled on your mother's back, or sometimes on her front, as she tends to other people within the village. Some kind of preaching. You're held by your mother when you see your father practicing sword arts with other men of the village. And then it flashes back to nighttime. You've just been awoken. Your mother has grabbed you. You hear your father speak. The beast has come. Stay here, please. I will finish this. And of course, in primordial, of the fire language. And your father throws open the door to the domicile, weapon in hand, and runs out. Moments later, your mother grabs hold of her necklace, holding you tighter, and also runs out of the house. This matches up with the memories you received the other night. Once again, she enters the volcano. This dark cave, which eventually begins to grow brighter and brighter as you find yourself, and you and your mother find yourself within the core of the volcano, a massive chamber of boiling lava. At its center, there is a bright, glowing light, a fire pit of energy.
What in the fresh cursed hell have I just found?
Your mother speaks to this energy. It's destroying the village. What is your wisdom? What shall we do? As she makes audience with this being at this power at the center of the volcano.
Would you say it's almost like a great flame?
It is like a massive great flame.
I want to know what you are so badly.
And to your mother's utmost despair, this flame speaks. The village will burn, but not all will be lost. you hear in a familiar, stronger voice.
This
There
before
is a
Geth
surge
took
of
shit out
power
of.
as one of the walls behind her crumble, revealing a passageway hidden for who knows how long. She holds you tightly as she begins to walk into this chamber. The floor goes from stone to polished metal. She enters a large circular room, and you recognize this architecture. This is Eldarin ruin. This is an Eldarin ruin. Metal lining the walls, strange arcane contractions within corners. You hear echoing again, "This village may fall, but your daughter will survive." And at the center of the room, there is a pod, almost like a seed, where the top rolls open, forming a small basin. Hindra, your mother, places you swaddled down into this basin. She takes her necklace and puts it into your swaddle so it sits close to your heart. The very thing that identified her as the fire speaker. She leans down and kisses you on the forehead. She wishes you goodbye and that she will see you again one day. The pedestal in the pod closes. It gets very quiet. The rumbling out before there's a sudden extra as something massive has struck the side of the volcano. As the pod is closing, you see the room and the stone beyond collapsing beyond her. Back in the main room, you see a massive reptilian eye look into the room. As the whole volcano begins to shift and rise. Then a massive blue light fills your vision. Your mother gone. Nothing but silence and cold. You hear voices. The pod opens and you look up at a darkened ceiling before various lights begin to kick on, and you hear the sound of a large door open. You begin to cry loudly, your mother seemingly gone. You hear the sound of 3 voices enter as they begin to. You hear a man go, "Well, this is strange. This is unlike any ruin I've ever seen." And then you hear a female voice. "It's metallic. Wait, what is that?" And you hear footsteps. And a woman looks over you. A female ashen spawn. "Why is there a child here? How long have..." And she picks you up, swaddled, and she takes your necklace and she puts it in her pocket. And she holds you up, and you see an ashen spawn man, one you recognize to be your adopted father. And they both bring you close. They look at your touch the little bits of flaming hair. Ashen spawn child. What? My friend, what do you make of this? And they look over to the door, and you see standing in the doorway a male figure clad in silver metallic armor and red leathers with a hood thrown up. I told you find something interesting. What are we going to do? We can't just... It's a baby. Should we find someone to... Your father speaks up. Should we find someone that will take her in? And your mother goes, no, you know how we were treated as younglings. Think we should take it upon ourselves? And the husband looks to her and smiles. Well, maybe it is time to retire then. And then you hear the male voice speak up. Well, if that is our travels at an end, I wish you all farewell then. And he'll walk over and he'll hold a finger out to your small form. And you'll grab it as a child. You, like your finger, your hand wraps around his finger and goes, if she's raised by you two, there's no doubt I'll meet her again. He'll back up and you'll hear your mother go, what should we name her? She doesn't have anything on her saying what we should call her. And you'll hear that male voice speak up again. Morgiana.
Heard that?
I think it's cute. Met a woman by that name a while ago. Quite struck a few heartstrings of mine. Well, farewell, both of you.
Lore.
My fucking
And-
handler named me!
And that is where we'll end tonight's session, as the carriage approaches a massive wall of briars.